All right, we should be good to go. I'm nervous. I've never played. Okay, all right, whatever.
Lawrence, I'm telling you, as someone with the personality of a loaf of white bread, like this shit stresses me out so much trying to creatively come up with shit on the
A
fly.
loaf of
But
white bread.
bro, I'm telling
Okay.
you, but it's gonna be good. It's gonna be good. I'm
Yeah.
excited.
And just so you know, I'm gonna have to tap the screen every so often. So if you see this move, it's
No,
like not part of the immersion, but
no, I'm
it
gonna lose
also
my
is.
shit. I'm gonna if I see that even once, dude, I'm gonna instantly freak out and derail the whole session, dude. Sorry, it's
I
just what's
figured.
gonna happen. Yeah,
I needed a disclaimer.
yeah.
But yeah. Okay. You guys ready then? Everyone
But
ready?
yeah, dude.
All right. And begin. Okay. Welcome to the first session. We will now begin the campaign.
Sorry?
Once
What's the
upon
campaign called? Sorry.
a gateway to the heavens.
Damn, we're gonna fucking die.
Wait, really?
That's
Yeah.
crazy. Spoiler
That
alert.
I really hope I die.
We're actually gonna die.
No, no, no. I can't say anything.
The
I can't even
session's
joke
called
around
You're
without
gonna go to
spoiling too much.
heaven. Anyways, yeah, you guys will be fine.
It's a one shot.
You die in this campaign, you die in real life.
Oh shit.
Oh shit.
Alright, I'm ready.
Okay. Okay. Once upon a time, there was a wizard, and this wizard became a god, and then not a god. But actually, we'll get to that much later. First, we'll start with another wizard. One who looks fairly handsome, round glasses, a sun tattooed on his forehead, but more importantly, a fairy, sitting on the lapel of this youthful wizard. He stands in the middle of what seems to be a cathedral altar, lit by the incandescent lights floating around the room. He measures out a 10-foot cube as the fairy on his lapel bounces up and down on his shoulder and ruffles his shirt. You're late! You know you can't be late! I didn't study at that dog damn school for 100 years to not know how to teleport, Elfira. Well, you'll never get anywhere soon without. He snaps his fingers, and we find him outside a cottage embedded into the side of a hill. If you weren't looking close enough, you might miss it. But turns out those heavy, round framed spectacles on his face don't live on his nose bridge for nothing. And let me just show you here. Ta-da! And these are the characters. This is Harold is the handsome one. This is Elfira, and this is Shamus. Okay, I'll bring you back here. Okay, he knocks. He knocks on the door. What happens when you hear a knock, Shamus? Does your mentor or someone else answer the door?
I go to answer the door. Hello?
Hi. You must be, Shamus,
I am Shamus.
okay. Yeah. That matches my notes too. Cool. So I heard you studied under Shamus the Lucky down the street, lovely man. And what kind of magic will you specialize in?
Well, I specialize in divination. Oh, what is this for?
Right. So we're considering accepting you to Dogwarts. Shamus the Lucky, the elder, actually sent your application in a few months ago. Did he not tell you, or?
There might have been talks about a recommendation, but I assume I came highly recommended.
Yeah. Yeah, sure. Yeah.
Wait, what do you mean? Well, sure.
I don't know. Rankings are confidential, and most of the ranking happens on the first day of orientation. So I will not say anything at all. By the way, I'm Harold, class president, and yeah, all around cool guy. Elfira laughs
Most cool
at him.
people don't call themselves cool, but it's nice to meet you,
Yeah.
Harold.
Okay, but when you're as old as I am, you know what? No, I'm gonna start this with you. Get your things. You can only have 10 pounds of things. I'm not letting you have any more. I won't teleport you if you have more than that. You can say your goodbyes. I'll meet you in the clearing behind the house.
So I did get accepted? Or is this kidnapping?
Just meet me in the clearing.
Okay.
No. Sorry.
All right. So I go to gather up my possessions, my books, my stuffs, my pet Frank the Frog, um, And yeah. Who do I live with?
I'm.
Is it just me, or is that for me to know?
Why would I know who you live with?
You're right.
I'm just here to bring you.
You're right. Oh,
Do
this is my
you have
house where
parents?
I live. Yeah, with my parents. Yep.
Or
Oh
okay.
yeah, this is my house with my parents. Yep.
Can I see that frog? He takes your frog, pulls it to the side. He starts whispering to it. You don't know what he's saying. And then Harold turns
Look,
around and is
Frank's a real gossip, so be careful what you say to him.
Harold says, Frank's not allowed to come.
What do you mean Frank's not allowed to come?
He doesn't want to come. And so you better go back in that house, make some arrangements with your parents, and give your frog back.
Oh, wow. So there's no accommodations for Frank the frog to come with?
Yeah, Shamus didn't send a recommendation for Frank, unfortunately, and we just had a discussion about magic, and he doesn't seem to possess the gift.
Wow. Well, this is hard. This is my support frog, but you know what? Yeah,
Do you
yeah,
have
I'll go
papers?
inside and see what I can. Give me 1 second. I rush inside and I quickly try to forge on a piece of paper a support frog certificate.
Alright. I'll roll a dice. Or no, you roll a dice for
Okay.
how convincing it is. Okay.
Oh, I got a
what's good?
6.
He looks at it and he's just like, so you know I'm a wizard, right?
Yes.
You
I
know
mean,
that
I don't,
could
but
leave
you look
you
pretty
here.
wizardy. Oh, I mean,
That's actually kind of you. Yeah. It's nice not to judge people by what they look like. You wizards.
yeah, I wouldn't have guessed that you were very old. You look more
Ro-
like what I've heard Muggles call e-boy, I think is the term, but it might be the dangly earring. I don't know. But anyways, yeah. So
I'm
is
not
that
an
a
e-boy.
no go on the Frank e-wizard?
E stands for elf, and I'm clearly a human. Okay, yeah, I was considering letting you keep him after you were woke for a second, but I've decided since that I don't. So, have you adjusted your supplies to have less than 10 pounds?
Can I show you one more thing to see if you want to change your mind?
Sure.
I take out a little wizarding hat from my pocket and put it on my frog.
Harold is unamused, but Elfira is going, "Aw, he's so cute. Let's just keep him. What if we keep him with us?" And then he's like, okay, we can take the frog, but the frog stays with us, and you can visit it."
I think
my
I'd rather have my frog at home. No offense. You seem fantastic, Harold, but I think I'd rather leave it at home.
Okay, you're lost. I'm so sorry, Frank. He's looking to your frog. He's not talking to you. I'm so sorry. Oh my god.
I look into Frank's eyes, and if a frog could look disappointed, you know what? No, it's okay. It's okay. You know what? You can. I guess it's better to risk it and at least have Frank a little bit closer. Okay, you have all my things under 10 pounds, and here's Frank.
Okay.
Now, what's the name of your companion here?
Oh yeah. This is Elfira, and Elfira goes, "Hi, I'm Elfira. I'm his best friend, his only friend, and I do magic too."
Really? Well, that's
Yeah.
pretty cool. Can you help teach Frank magic?
I mean, if he came to school, yeah, but Harold over here said he doesn't have a lot of magic in him, so.
You know what? Do you think you can help me take care of Frank? Because, I mean, Harold seems cool, but, I think I like you better, Elfira. Don't tell him I said that.
You know that, me and Harold actually live together. We're in a weird relationship. It's kind of in flux at the moment.
It's okay, I
But,
don't want to know how that works. That's alright.
Yeah, but, I mean, Frank would live with both of us if you want to give him to us.
Okay, alright.
Okay.
Here's Frank's cage, I guess.
Elfira taps Harold on the shoulder, and well, she's always been on his shoulder, so you've been whispering to his shoulder this whole time. But
I'm just imagining like
yeah.
whispering to like her on his shoulder, like kind of looking up at him.
Yeah, exactly. And she goes, hey, I can watch over him, and you can add him to my 10 pounds. I have a lot of room. Um, we should be good to go, I think.
Guess you pack light. Haha. Okay. All right.
Yeah, and then Harold goes, okay, and you guys are all in the clearing, and he says, okay, one more thing. Standard procedure. I need you to talk into the shell. It'll record your voice and start your file for registration. I need you to tell the shell about yourself, anything that you think would be relevant for your training experience at Dogwarts. And I can leave and step to the side if you feel more comfortable. And then also hold this. It'll gauge your general strength for your placement exam later, and he hands you a crystal.
Okay.
Do you want me to step to the side, or are you just gonna tell me about yourself?
Yeah,
Or?
no, that's. You can step to the side.
Okay, Harold steps to the side. Alfie goes, me too?
If you don't mind.
Okay. She flies over back to the shoulder, and they're standing like 10 feet away.
And all I'm saying to the conch is that I'm going to be the best divination wizard that the world has ever known. And
Okay.
my name is Shamus.
Okay.
In that order.
The stone glows, and it turns blue. And then, and with that, he's like, oh. He turns around and he's like, oh, I think that means he's done. And so he turns back around. He draws a 10-foot cube around all three of you, and roll a dice to see how well you travel.
Oh. 7.
Okay, so as you're on your way, he's like, okay, we're gonna go pick up the next student now. Get ready, brace yourself. And you weren't really that ready, and you land on your ass, and you find yourself in a misty wood outside of a cave. Harold bellows into the cave. Hello? Looking for a Genevieve? And then Alfir goes, shut up, just look at your map. Where is she? He pulls out his map and he's like, oh, she must be in here. And as you enter the cave lined with crystals, Harold starts jotting things down and taking notes for spells he might cast later and what he could use them for. He nods and goes, it must be nice to have access to such an ancient mine. There's so many spell components down here. Must be because she's from a rich family. A wizard steps out from the shadows, a man dressed very well, his pants pleated, not a single wrinkle in sight. His aged blue eyes approach yours and make eye contact. They say all the colors that shine through in an opal can be found in other rocks of every size and color here in this cave. Of course, my favorite is Jasper, as my namesake suggests, and you must be Harold, here to pick up Genevieve. And, okay, how do you show up, Genevieve?
Oh, I'm kind of like standing off in the back, not really minding, because I wasn't aware that this is about me. So I'm kind of like peeking over Jasper's. Well, Jasper's pretty short, so I'm just standing over Jasper and like seeing the three people in front of me and kind of like almost nervously walking forward. She goes,
And how are you doing in this situation, Shamus? You landed on your ass. I'm guessing you rolled out, and is standing, and you see this scene in front of you with the cave and Genevieve and Jasper.
I'm sort of getting a closer look at the crystals, not really paying too much attention to the people in front of me.
Okay, and I say, hi, or Elfira actually goes, not I. Elfira goes, Genevieve, are you excited to go to Dogwarts?
So I've got accepted.
Well, we'll find out later today at the placement exam before we make it official, but yeah, you're basically in. Yeah. At least like first process, looking all good.
Genevieve kind of like looks down and kind of like she gives like a sigh, like she's not the most excited. She goes, "Well, I suppose I should be getting my things."
Yeah. And Harold goes, yeah, only 10 pounds of stuff, please. Can't teleport very well without it. I know you probably have a lot of stuff that you might want to keep, but might make it dangerous for the rest of the passengers. So yeah, feel free to say your goodbyes. I can teleport you home if that's where you need to go. I'm assuming you have parents or do you live by yourself?
Okay. Yeah. Let's teleport to my home, and then I'll say my goodbyes then.
Okay. Jasper, you coming? And Jasper's like, no, just leave me here. And you want to say goodbye to Jasper?
Oh, and then kind of look down at him, and just put my hand out, and I say, thank you, Dr. Hessian, thank you for the training. And then
you hold your hand. And he goes, you'll do great things. I know you will.
She kind of like nods, and then turns toward Harold and Elvira.
Okay, and Harold makes another 10-foot cube, encapsulates all of you in it, and then snaps his fingers. Roll for how well you take it.
17.
All of it. Oh yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
okay.
You
16. I'm a little bit better this time.
Okay, you guys land on your feet, feeling kind of refreshed. Your hair is wind blown, and you're outside of what seems to be Genevieve's home. If you would care to describe.
So we arrived at the doorstep of this really huge manor, and there's this double doors of really old, kind of like Victorian-esque doors, and Genevieve turns around and she says, "I'll just be a moment," and then she runs inside, and then
Okay.
as I run inside, I call for my mother, and to tell her the news.
And her mom is super excited. She goes, I knew you would get in. I totally knew you would get in. Okay, so which dresses are we bringing? Should we bring this one? This one. Excuse me, maid. I need 10 dresses. She needs one for every day of the week and 2 pajamas. And then
Mother,
she's like trying to shuffle.
As like I'm observing, or Genevieve is observing her mother like packing all the things for her. She says, "They only said we could take 10 pounds worth of things."
Preposterous! You can't just have 10 pounds of things. That's a single dress. Have you even thought about your shoes? You have a lot to live up to. Do they know who you are?
Mother, I don't want to cause trouble in this new school. I think we should be glad that I got accepted. So.
Okay, I'll mail you your things. I guess there might be it might cost a bit for postage. Who cares? We have money. And yeah, and she hugs you and she says, make us proud.
And then I kind of just nod, and then I say, "I will, Mother," as like my head is turned down. And then I return with like what we can manage in 10 pounds, which is only like a couple of outfits and like the essentials. And then I go back to the door.
Okay. And Shamus, any words for this beautiful manor? Are you like, have you seen a manor like this?
Oh yeah, I mean, my dad's into banking, so yeah, their house is pretty big.
I'm Genevieve, by the way. And I
nice to meet you, Genevieve. I'm Shamus.
Nice to meet you.
I hope you get in.
I hope you get in as well.
I'm Harold, by the way. Did I already say that? I'm Harold, yep. And class president.
It's a pleasure to meet you.
Nice place. Clearly trying to become your friend because he's interested in the gems in your cave. And Elfira going, this is nice. You guys ready to go see some more people?
Did you say Elfira is like really small?
Oops. Yeah, she's a fairy. So she's sitting on his lapel. And sorry, I have to share screen again. My bad. But yeah, so she's pretty small. Why?
Oh,
Did you say
I was just
anything
trying.
to her?
I'm just trying to recall the details. So.
Yeah.
Oh, and
Yeah,
then I
she's
suppose
like small enough.
I suppose I introduced myself.
Okay. Go ahead.
Oh, I'm Genevieve.
Oh, did you say you were going to introduce yourself?
Yeah, I just prefaced it. I'm Genevieve, by the way. What is your name?
I'm Alfira. Not class president, but I'm here to make all the students feel really welcome. If you need anything, just holler.
Sure.
Basically, your hall manager, I guess. I don't know. But yeah,
Are you a student as well?
Technically, yes. But Dogwarts is kind of weird because you can be in school for centuries, really. Like this one. If you don't pass, it's like kind of like a skill-based passing. It's not like years. So,
How long have you guys been in school?
I've been in school for like 50 years. I mean, there's always a lot to learn as a wizard, and there's no better place to learn than Dogwarts. So, yeah, and here it goes. 300 years.
How many years?
300 years.
300 years. That's quite a while. You do look pretty
Yeah.
young considering how long you say you've been in school.
Yeah, you learn some secrets when you're at Dogwarts.
Any tips on what not to do? I feel
Yeah,
like after
piss me off.
300 years.
No,
Okay.
I'm just kidding. he's like he's joking clearly. He thinks he's funny. And then with that, he's like, okay, well, your house is pretty big, so I guess your front yard is pretty big enough for a clearing. And he says, while I set this up, just standard procedure. Genevieve, I need you to talk into the shell. It'll start your file for registration at the school. Tell it anything you feel would be relevant for your education and or training at Dogwarts should you get accepted. And hold this stone. It'll measure the level of your powers and get you ready for your exam later.
Genevieve takes the stone and then holds the shell up to her mouth and she contemplates for a second if she would tell the truth. And then she says,
We can move, by the way.
Oh. it's fine. I wish to make my family proud. And she sets it down and hands the stone and the shell forward.
Okay, yeah, and the stone glows. It turns red, and he puts it in his pocket. Harold puts it in his pocket, and he's like, and he takes one big sigh. And he's like, "Oh boy, okay, well, time to go see the phases, I guess."
Before we leave, I kind of sidle up to Shamus really quick, and I say, "What color did your stone turn?"
Blue.
Okay. And then she just stands there in her thoughts.
Elvira's like, "Red means bad."
Oh no.
She's kidding. She's kidding. But yeah, anyways, and with that, Harold snaps his finger. Roll to see how well you take it.
19. Wow, can you get each time?
17?
Wow, okay, so Shamus almost lands before Harold does, but of course he doesn't. But he lands on his feet, also very nimbly, and Genevieve, with the grace that comes with being a noble, also lands on her toes, looking as beautiful as ever. And with that, we find ourselves in a house in a forest, and in the distance you see a castle you've only ever heard about, Dogwarts. Harold stands up straight, looks posh, and knocks. He uses his wand to change his outfit, warning you guys to kind of act good. He's like, these are the phases, Professor Phases. And then he's wearing a suit all of a sudden. And he knocks. Knock, knock. Who
Do you have a
answers?
spare suit?
It's too late.
I don't know who whispered that, but that either way, that's hilarious.
You right.
Yeah. It's you.
Okay. I excitedly open the door. Hey guys.
And Harold looks and he's like, "Are your parents home?"
Yeah. Let me go
And
get
he's like,
them.
he gets excited. He's like,
And I walk away. I close the door, but not all the way, and you can hear me in the distance go, like knocking, nervously and saying, "Hey, mom, dad, there's some people here for you. Sorry, didn't mean to interrupt." Okay.
and
They come
yeah,
out.
and they're both like deep in their studies, kind of bothered, but they're trying not to show it. They stand up without saying anything, and they walk to the door. And they're like, "Oh my gosh, it's Harold! Oh my gosh, my baby made it!" And then, yeah, and then Harold's like, "It's a pleasure. It's a pleasure. It's a pleasure, Professor Phase. Professor Phase." He shakes both of the phases of his hands, and he gets kind of lost in his thoughts. Um, do Genevieve and Shamus want to say anything to Admirable while he's talking to the professors excitedly? He
What's
kind of
it like to
forgot
have a
that he was.
professor for a parent?
Yeah, what is it like, Admirable?
I'm just standing there nervously, but also excited that my mom was very excited for me. So I'm like,
Are you, do you guys introduce yourselves?
Oh, yeah. I'm Seamus, by the way.
"Oh, hey, what's up? I'm Admirable."
Genevieve.
Oh, Admirable. I like your name.
Thank you. What did you say your name was?
Genevieve,
Genevieve.
it's a pleasure.
I'm Admirable.
So nice to meet you.
Okay. And with that, Harold senses the awkward tension in the air and is like, back to business. And he's like, "Oh yeah, so Professor Phases, your son has gotten in to the first round. We'll do the final testing during orientation today, as I'm sure you've heard. Hope you haven't spoiled anything, of course. And actually, we are going to walk there. There's a barrier around the school that doesn't allow just anyone to teleport into it, and I think it would be nice to see the forest surrounding the school if you guys don't mind, but I would recommend that you still also take 10 pounds of things with you, Admirable."
Oh, yeah. No worries. I got it all here. And it's like a couple of cloaks and a stack of books.
And I say, and he looks at your books and he's like, "Studied that 200 years ago."
Yeah, you're still studying.
Really?
Just under my breath.
Harold is like, he's like, "I didn't hear anything." Alfira is chuckling like, "Hee hee hee."
I whispered to Alfira, how young do they accept students into Dogwarts?
I don't know. Age has never really been a number. Um, it's has always been. It's never really been a factor. It's always just like how much magic you've shown to demonstrate your recommendations, general testing. So really anyone. I mean, in the history of wizards, there have been some people that have been blessed from birth, and honestly, Dogwarts would be nowhere without those wizards. So, no rules really.
Okay.
And with that, Harold is like, "All right, guys, let's go." And is there? Do you have any? Oh wait. One more thing. Sorry. Harold goes, "Admirable, could you hold this stone, and hold this shell?" And then he's like, "You probably already know what to do. Just do it.
Yep.
Tell me when you're done."
Yeah. I turn away so they don't hear, and I'm like, "Man, I just want to become the best wizard I could be. Make mom and dad proud, follow in their steps. Maybe one day be a teacher like them. Have kids, have them be teachers, those kids be teachers, and then those kids be teachers. Anyways, yeah."
Okay. And the stone glows yellow. And with that, Harold's like, oh, must be done. Okay. And he grabs his things back, puts it in his pocket, and once the professors are out of range, is a lot like more relaxed and doesn't seem as nice to you, Admirable. And and you guys trek through the forest. Hold on.
Also, real quick, sorry, this is just the housekeeping thing. So when you guys de-leveled yourself back down, did it automatically make it so it took away the higher level spells, or like, what level spells do you guys have access to? I just want to make sure everything's on the up and up.
1. I have 6 1-level spells and 3 cantrips.
I
Okay.
I have a couple second level spells.
Okay, same.
What?
But I just wanted to make sure that wasn't like, because it might just be
We're-
on the School of
we're
Magic
level
too.
3,
Where do I
right?
look that up? Yeah, we're level 3.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Okay.
Oh, yeah. I do have a couple second level spells. You're right. I'm sorry.
Can I go to the
Alright, 6,
restroom
6.
really quick?
As your character or as you?
No, as me. Genevieve,
Yeah, you can
Genevieve
go.
knows better than to not,
To potty?
yeah. No, than to do in the middle of.
Okay.
We're in the forest.
Okay.
Genevieve
I'm gonna
heads
grab a
off to a
snacky.
tree. Okay. Sweet. Okay, I'll get water too. I'm starting to get sweaty.
Hey, you're doing great, by the way. It's super, super fucking good.
Thank you. So, yeah, Harold goes on to explain again how you guys can't teleport into school and how there's a magic barrier in place since tensions have been high with Delphi, the neighboring country. You walk together through what seems like a never-ending forest. You're not able to even really decipher how he knows where he's going. He explains that all the classes are relatively close and small, and that there'll only be one more person joining your class, and then warns you not to fall for any fairy tricks in the forest. And then Alfira slaps him, and she goes, "What the?" And he's like, whatever. Yeah. And finally, you make it to the entrance of Dogwarts. Harold places you in the audience of the courtyard, where chairs magically appear. And then he gets on stage, on this like makeshift stage. He stands next to the headmaster, who begins his speech.
Are there other
This is-
people there, by the way? Or is it just us
Yeah.
3?
So there's one more person next to you, and I'll get to that soon.
Sorry, getting ahead of myself.
It's okay. I appreciate the excitement. And this is your headmaster. Yes, he does kind of look holy.
Resemble a
Um,
religious figure? Yeah.
He says, "Hello, everyone. I am Headmaster Carsus, and I am here to show you how to find your own power and train you as the first line of defense for magic itself, aka all of Alexandria, and for the world, really. Not everything is as it seems, but it's our job as wizards to uncover truth and pursue true knowledge. There are no gods here, and without them, we can finally see ourselves for what we are. Powerful." A girl next to you scoffs. And you're okay. "Although some of us may think they are more qualified by birthright," he glances at the girl who had scoffed, "we are all equals, for the most part. Work hard, and you can accomplish anything. Keep your eyes open, and you will be granted wisdom. Congratulations on completing your apprenticeships, and welcome." He flies into the air, seemingly some pyrotechnics go off, some fireworks. And then he starts barking along with the other students, going woo 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 woo, and everyone is barking.
Dog
And
war.
and yep, the fireworks finally find their final shape as a dog, possibly with warts, but it's hard to tell with the fireworks. And he goes, "Any questions?"
Kind of on the nose.
Oh, no, and then he stops you, and he's like, anyways, please refer to the pamphlets in your hands for the itinerary. Poof. Sorry, I had to ask. He needed to interrupt someone before he continued. But yeah, the pamphlets show up in your hands. And you take a better look at the girl next to you. She has flowing blonde hair, green eyes, and an aura of light that makes everyone feel like they kind of gravitate towards her. Standing at her side is a towering man, decked out in full armor, a scar across his right eye, staring intently, fascinated at the itinerary changing in front of their very eyes. He does a hand sign to his god in shock and almost repentance. She apologizes for him. And this is what she looks like.
You're a baddie.
I mean, they gravitate to her, am I right? But she goes, I'm sorry, he means well. You see, we're from Delphi, and we're not used to god slander. You could be thrown in prison or worse. Personally, I've always been interested in what it was like on the other side. My name's Serenity, by the way. I guess you guys have all met each other, but I'm the other person in your class. I came a little earlier because I had to get through customs and stuff. So yeah, and she explains that she's heir to the throne of Delphi, and that she has a lion cub as her familiar, and she asks if you guys can be friends.
Yeah, sure. I point to the person behind her, but it seems like you traveled here with a lot more than 10 pounds.
Yeah, I mean, he's a little more than 10 pounds, but he's all I gotta bring. It was kind of the concession. I had to buy everything else here. Kind of sucks, but I know my way around town. I can show you guys later.
That'd be awesome. Nice to meet you, Serenity. I'm, Shamus.
And then he goes, and you are? And she points to Admirable, I guess.
Hey, what's up? I'm Admirable, and I'm sweating because I think I'm gravitating towards her.
Okay, and you?
I'm Genevieve. Nice to meet you. What is your friend's name?
This is Ulgor. Don't mind him. He kind of like, because he's kind of like looking away and he doesn't really want to talk to you guys. He's just not used to being in another country, much less like Alexandria. You know how it's been.
Is he your bodyguard?
Yeah, I couldn't leave home without him, and with everything that's going on in the world, yeah, he had to come.
Alright, well, it's nice to meet you too, Olgor.
Yeah, you seem pretty cool.
He goes, just like shrugging, like.
I just nod.
And yeah, did you say, Genevieve? Did you tell her your name, or did you just ask?
I introduced myself.
His name. Okay, sweet. And then the itinerary shows familiar selection now.
Oh.
And
It says now on the pamphlet. That's funny.
Yeah.
Now?
Yeah. And everyone's kind of like walking in different directions, and you don't really know where to go. And Serenity goes, "It's over here. I gotta lay the land. Yeah, you can follow me." Because just for whatever reason, the itinerary just doesn't have the locations. Like it forgot.
Follow the vibe.
Is Harold still around, or did he walk off?
Oh yeah, I mean Harold's on stage, but he's like kind of walking off. Elvira is like waving goodbye. Harold forgot you guys exist already.
I'm waving goodbye.
But yeah, and Elvira goes, "I'll see you guys later."
Bye.
Okay.
I think if you've been through this for 300 years, I think you're over it.
Classes might start to blend together.
Mm-hmm.
I'd love to do this for 300 years.
It's good to always learn, but I'm not sure I want to be in school for 300 years.
You learn something new every day.
Serenity goes, I really like your attitude. Yeah, it's always good to look on the brighter side of things.
I blush.
Okay, sweet. And so you guys find yourself in a courtyard. The courtyard is separated into 3 areas. One, a big, almost like a makeshift arena. Another, a fire pit. And another, just a garden. And for some reason, actually not for some reason, you know that there's magic going on, so what you're seeing may or may not be what the courtyard actually looks like. It looks like they've just made it so it looks separated. Okay. And, okay, I'm gonna bring you back to this is just the courtyard picture, I guess. But, yeah. And Carsus shows up again, and he is floating down from the sky. and is standing in front of the fire. Okay. And he goes, all right, guys. So welcome to familiar selection. Some of you already have your familiars, whatever. But for others of you that may not have your familiar, I'll explain how familiars work. Once you reach a certain level of expertise as a wizard, your familiar can manifest and help you out with your spells or whatever it may be. But in the meantime, at the level you guys are at, he's looking at you, and Harold is suddenly appeared next to him, hands him the stone, and he's like touching the stone. He's like, "Yeah, at the level you guys are at, you won't be able to manifest your familiar to do anything really useful. You can talk to it. It's kind of okay. Imagine like Pokemon, not to take you out of the world, but to like explain a little bit. But like it comes out, like it'll like pop out, and yeah, but it just useless. So for now, okay, and roll for who gets to choose their familiar first.
That one.
You got 14.
I got a 6.
Okay, and and Carsus goes, you, Shamus, as if he already knows your name. Maybe he like listened to the shell. You don't know.
I look pretty happy that he knows my name. Yep, that's me.
Okay, and he says, step in front of the fire and look into the
Alright.
fire. I'll need you to describe what your magic feels like to the fire.
What my magic feels like?
Mm-hmm.
A little tingling sensation.
What is it?
Oh, I'm feeling the magic.
Good thing,
The fire starts to die.
Oh no.
If
Okay.
if the fire dies, you don't get a familiar.
Okay. Yeah, the magic that burns within me, the drive to be the best wizard that there ever has been. I'm ready to work as hard as I can to get whatever I want.
He's like, okay, well that's the attitude. Well, work hard. Maybe you'll get there. I would love it if one of my students got to be the very best wizard. And roll one more time, a d6.
One.
Sweet. So your familiar is a deer.
All right.
So like anticlimactic. Dear.
No. So okay, what actually happens is the fire manifests itself into the shape of a deer. The deer is going, like kind of like pretty, like staggered a little bit, and it kind of like jumps up into the air and then disappears, and stands next to you. Sweet. And then next, he goes, and you, Admirable. I've heard great things about you from your parents. Let's see what animal you get.
Right, so I put my hands over the fire, and I'm feeling the power of all the energy and the magic that I've studied hard for, worked my whole life for. It's pretty powerful, but I'm really nervous because there's 2 pretty girls behind me, and I'm very sweaty, and it's hard for me to really concentrate. So while I hold powerful magic, I'm not at my most focused state.
All right, the fire goes, beep, and then it goes like into a little heart, and then
Oh god, that's so embarrassing.
and Serenity is like, okay, and she's like, wow, that's so cute, but she's like also like, and Genevieve, do you want to react to this at all, or does anyone want to react to it in character?
I don't. So Genevieve doesn't know how this thing typically goes, so she's not like looking too much into the heart, I guess.
Oh, that makes sense. Yeah.
I'm more just competitively comparing my fire to his fire.
Okay, cool. And he's like, oh, I sense Carsus goes, I sense a lot of love, and passion in your magic. Why don't you go ahead and roll a d6?
6. Oh my
Sorry,
gosh.
sorry.
Not the DM laughing.
I'm nervous.
Okay. I'll make an executive decision. Okay, so
Wait. Wait.
Not the executive decision.
You don't want. Actually no. I'll give you what you rolled. So a donkey appears in the flames, and he's like, and the donkey goes, hmm? And then hops next to you.
Oh boy.
Strong, reliable, able to haul a lot.
That's
I'm
a donkey
trying
of
not
love.
to act disappointed and be optimistic, but also he's my little donkey man. So I give him a pet and say, you know what? We all gotta work hard to get where we want in life. Come on, let's go. We step to the side.
I'm sorry. That's not Carsus. That's just me.
Wait.
Imagine.
Wait, it's kind of funny if it was though.
He's laughing the entire time.
The headmaster's just like an asshole.
Okay, sorry.
You gotta keep it fun, you know?
No one's ever gotten a donkey before.
Oh my god.
Yeah, he goes, yes, donkeys are really strong creatures. Most people take them, they don't take them seriously. But they're really the underdog of this whole situation. And he goes, "Woof, woof."
Oh man.
And then,
Oh.
Admirable believes that he's happy.
Woof, woof.
Ultimately, he's happy.
yeah, okay. And then he goes, and Genevieve, and he's almost excited. I've heard a lot of things about you too. I was friends with your family way back when, and he welcomes you onto next to the fire.
So I kind of like timidly hold my hands out and I look up to Carsus and I say, I speak how the magic feels.
Yeah, how does it feel when you complete a spell?
She kind of like contemplates this for a second and like recalls back to home, and when she's like most comfortable, she like closes her eyes for a second and says, it feels like sitting alone in the forest, smelling the flowers and feeling the cool air, the night sky above me, the moon shining down on me.
The
Peaceful.
fire grows. It grows and grows. And finally, roll a d6.
I got you.
Oh, actually, that fits you perfectly. And and thus, an elegant silver fox walks out from the fire. Its tail bushy and I don't know, playful. Sitting next to you,
Is
kind
it? Sorry.
holding
Is it
on
like?
to you.
Is it physical or does it look like spectral?
It's physical, but you can't. It has no weight to it. So right now, it's like not that. It's like there's no like mass to it.
Okay, so I can't like
And-
pet it or anything.
I mean, you can. You can try. Do you want to try?
Yeah, I'll try to pet it.
Okay, yeah. So the silver fox's hair ruffles. It like nudges its head against you, and it looks up at you sweetly, with all the good that seems to come from the world and the moon that you so admire at night.
And then Genevieve kind of like says to herself, like halfway to herself, halfway to the fox, she's like, "You're not the only fox I know."
And the fox is like, but like as a fox, so not as gross as I just did it.
Head when you talk to it.
Yeah. What? What'd you say?
It tilts their head when you talk to it.
Yeah. And then she's like, what? But yeah, okay. And you guys can feel, and your familiars now follow you around, and your itinerary now shows a different destination. This time it says wand tuning now, and then this time it has footsteps, and it shows a little bit of a map, so it's just like clearly on to your right in the courtyard. as if you needed directions now and not a while ago. So yeah, so you guys are walking over, and Serenity's like, "Wow, I really like your guys' familiars. Yeah." And then you see that and you see her familiar to her side too is like a lion, who's a little bit more solid than your guys's, has a little bit more mass to it, almost like a little less see through, I guess is the word.
Is it a full size lion?
Yeah,
Holy shit.
yeah.
I like your familiar.
Thanks. Yeah. Right now it's a lion, like a full size lion. But she's like, yeah, and she goes, yeah, he can be a little bit much sometimes. And he turns, and she snaps her fingers, and he's a cub.
Oh wow.
It takes some time. You guys will learn it in class.
How long have you been here?
I've been here about like 3 months, but I've been training a lot in magic. My family's kind of mad. I had a lot of promise as a paladin. I actually have a god that I worship. So I'm kind of like a mix. So that might be why like mine is a little more opaque. And yeah, so you guys head over to wand tuning, and Carsus is already there. You don't know how he got there before you guys, but he is. And he's already like, take a seat, please. And you guys, I'm presuming, I'll take a seat.
Mhm.
Okay.
Yep.
Cool. And he begins his spiel. So, as you know, wands are clearly a stereotype. Not every wizard needs wands. It's archaic. But the school did want to give a congratulatory gift to each of you, and we felt like a wand might be good. And also, you give a dog a bone, or in this case, a wand. So, why not? And
Woof, woof, woof. Haha, am I right?
And yeah, and some of our staff just really wanted to give you one. He glances over at the professor phases, who wink at Admirable.
Can we see that wink again?
No, you can't.
I'm just sitting up in my desk like this.
Okay, and yeah. So I need you guys all to roll. Roll for initiative first, I guess.
Oh?
Well, not initiative. I mean, just roll d20. Sorry,
Oh.
I was. Yeah.
Who can say why? Who can say why?
Roll. I'm not gonna tell you why though.
16.
I got 6.
Okay.
I got a 12.
Okay. And would you say, Admirable?
A 6.
Okay. And so this time, Carson's like, okay, Genevieve, since you went last, you can choose first. And in front of you, you see 5 wands. One wand is wrapped up in vines. Another wand surrounded by some sort of sticky white substance. Sorry, there's just no other description for it. Another wand, fully in gold, and you can hear almost like a humming coming from it. The other wand starts to sparkle in different places. Different lights coming off of it. And lastly, the last one is multicolor, and you feel a sense of joy emanating from it. Which one do you want to use? Which one calls to you? Is the real question.
I'll pick up the sparkly one.
All right, and you get the wand of pyrotechnics. Okay. And next, Shamus, you sense it is your turn, so you step up.
I almost over enthusiastically go for the golden one that's humming, as if I clearly made my selection, well before I got into the stage.
Yes. That one seems to really like you. That's the wand of conducting. Okay. And finally, Carsus points to you, Admirable. Come up to the stage, Mr. Faze Jr. Why can't I hear Carla? Can you guys hear Carla?
No, I can't hear. I think
No.
it is good.
I walk up to the stage. I'm like, haha, which ones are left?
You got the net wand, the vine wand, and the multicolor wand.
Mm-hmm. Just saying.
The net
Never
wand,
mind, I
bro.
won't say anything.
Bro, I'm telling you.
She's saying nut wand. She said do the nut wand.
Carla's saying do the nut one. I'm trying to think what Admirable would pick.
Is it? Is that what Admirable would pick?
I don't know.
In front of these girls?
I mean, after that last display,
I'll take
mayhaps,
I'll take the vine wand.
Alright, you get the wand of entangle. And finally, and Carsus with some hesitancy. He's made it kind of clear by his gestures he's not the biggest fan of Serenity. But she steps up and he welcomes her to the stage and she picks from the last two wands. And she chooses the rainbow colored wand. And as soon as she grabs it, you guys all smile. And it's the wand of smiles. Yep.
Very nice. I feel so serene.
Great, yeah.
Okay, I'm just gonna out of okay, Carsus goes, a shame you guys didn't pick the wand of web. That one would have come in useful.
Thank God. I really wanted to know what the net wand was. That is the wand of busted. That's the busted one, bro.
No! No!
Alright. And with that, you guys want to take a second to use your wands or like play around or do anything?
I flick it at the ground.
Yeah, and suddenly the plants on the ground start singing. Yep. 6.
That
And
kind
then
of
they
conducting. For some reason, I thought like electricity.
My God.
Wait, is that? Let me double check. I'm pretty sure that's what it is. Yeah. No, I was right. Yeah, it starts.
I love it. I
Yeah,
actually love it.
Well, you don't know if it's actually coming from the plants, but music definitely comes from the ground. So you're welcome. Okay, and
Yeah.
sweet.
I'll point mine away from people's faces and fire it off.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. So you use the wand of pyrotechnics. What happens when you use it?
It says a harmless burst of multicolored light at a point you can see up to 60 feet away, and it's accompanied by crackling noise. Oh, are you asking me to describe it?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Then it
describe
shoots off. It shoots off like an explosion of like miniature stars that kind of blink in and out, and there's like a small, like brief, like cracking sound.
Carsus is clearly impressed. He goes, "Wow, that's beautiful." And to your conducting, he was like, "That's nice." Sorry. Admirable, you want to try out your wand, or are you good, or?
Yeah, of course I'll try it out. Is my donkey still here?
Yeah.
Alright, I look it in the face and I say, should I cast this on you? And I flick his reaction.
The donkey looks kind of like, not to say stupid, but he's kind of like out of it, and he's just like, huh?
Alright, I point it at the ground and I cast it.
Alright, sweet. It like, the vines creep up the donkey's legs, or what would have been its legs had it had physical form. So now you just got a nice vine shooting up from the ground. Cool.
Guess it does entangle. No things here.
Carsus laughs and he's like, I like this kid. And then Serenity goes, I already used mine. But I'm just glad I can bring smiles to everyone's faces. And with that, your itinerary begins to show something else. Placement exams. And suddenly the scene around you changes and you're in a coliseum.
Oh my gosh.
Sweet, right? Sorry, I don't have another picture of that. But this is still the courtyard, so you guys are still technically in the courtyard.
Mhm.
And with that, Carsus goes, your professors will be chosen by how well you do. Once your HP, or once you don't start to feel not so good, they'll pull you out. But once your HP goes down to 10, once your HP goes down to 10, then we'll give you a healing potion and you'll be all the way back up. But for now, we must evaluate how far along in your training you guys are. And the winner will receive a prize, of course. And he pulls out this beautiful, what is it? A moon-touched scimitar, which
Whoa.
sparkles in the moonlight, or as if there was
Untouched?
moonlight. Yep. And you guys all roll for initiative. Well, yeah, you guys roll for initiative.
Are we fighting each other?
What?
Oh yeah, but you're gonna be in brackets, so.
Oh, I see.
Oh, shoot.
Actually, don't. It's not even initiative. Just roll a d20, please.
I rolled
Sorry.
a 6.
Oh, okay. I got a 1.
I got a 10.
Okay. Hold on. Let me write this all down. Actually, why? I could just draw it. What was it? Oh. So 6, 1, 10, and what?
That was the
There's
3 of us.
There's 3 of us.
Oh yeah. Okay, but who's who?
Oh, okay. I'm a 1. I'm like, dude, you're immersed. You're like
I'm
waiting for
sick.
NPCs to respond.
Oh wait, so who's 6? Sorry.
Me.
Okay. And this is Genevieve then. Okay, so the brackets are as follows. Shamus first, Admirable, and Genevieve versus Serenity.
Oh, shoot.
And with that, we take a break real quick.
Sweet.
Let me go over the rules again. So yeah, once you hit 10 HP, once you feel not so good, the professors will be able to tell. Raise your hand. The safe word is
Oh,
and,
no.
Not my first time. What?
yeah, and yeah, so no weapons. You can use your bare fists and magic.
Okay. Sorry. That's just funny.
So yeah,
This is scary. Was it okay?
you gotta earn your magic. This is just a placement exam. You know, we just need to know where everyone starts so we can know what to teach you. So don't take it personally. It's just the best time to see magic. Oh, sorry. I'm sorry. I'm speaking as Carsus. The best time to evaluate someone's magic is when they're when they're in dire need or when there's an actual need to use it. So I want you guys all to take this seriously. Pretend like you guys are enemies and really display what you guys have learned these past few years and why you should be admitted into Dogwarts. Depending on your performance, you will all make it, or maybe none of you will. We'll see.
Short campaign.
And clap, and then around you, you see like a ton of people populating the Coliseum. That's
Oh
clearly
my
an
God.
illusion, and you're still in the courtyard, and they're going, ooh, ooh. And okay, and yeah, and then someone dressed as a gladiator is ushering Genevieve and Serenity to the side. And then so they're to the side now. And then Then think Roman emperor. Someone is at the top of the Colosseum stands and he says, "Today we fight." And then it's and then he goes, and then your professors are suddenly they're kind of next to you and they're like, "Okay, you guys can start now." And then they back up and then what do you guys do? Oh, roll for initiative. Yeah. Roll for initiative.
Wait, we rolled already, didn't we?
No, that
We're
was
not for
That
your
was just
bracket.
a
bracket.
I got a 10.
Good roll, good roll, good roll, good roll, big money. 5. Rolls
Ooh.
are good today.
All right, and Shamus, go for it. What do you do?
Before I do anything, I sort of look around and then I mouth, "I'm sorry."
Fuck. Here it goes.
I try to cast a level 2 Thunder Wave.
Oh my gosh.
Okay, read me the flavor text and
A
or
wave of thunderous force sweeps out from you. Each creature within a 15-foot cube originating from you must make a Constitution saving throw. On a failed save, the creature takes 3d8 thunder damage and is pushed 10 feet away from you. On a successful save, they take half as much damage and they're not pushed. In addition, unsecured objects that are completely within the area are automatically pushed 10 feet away from you. And it's really loud.
yeah, I guess full Constitution. And how high does your Constitution have to be to pass?
13.
Okay, go ahead, Carla. Take your roll. Constitution. I mean, sorry. Admirable. His parents are over in the side looking like,
Oh no! 6.
Hey,
Okay.
maybe it's all ones. Maybe it's all ones, bro. You never know.
alright, roll.
Fuck me. It's a 4, and a 5.
9?
No.
No, 13.
That's 13.
I hit 10 HP.
you gotta say your safe word if you want out.
Oh, okay.
You can wait a little more if you want, but that's your safe word, and they're expecting 10. So at your own risk, really.
Wait, what's my safe word?
You have to bark.
Your safe word, you have to bark, yeah.
Oh, got it.
But I mean,
So-
it's your turn also. You could take a turn and then bark out.
As we're retreating, the old slap and run.
Yeah. So at this
Okay.
point, at this point, you're really beat up. Actually, if you could describe how your thunder
Okay.
hits Admirable and Admirable, how you react to this.
After mouthing "I'm sorry," I kind of do a loud shout and sort of clap my hands. And yeah, a loud thunderous boom comes from me and sort of pushes everything back.
And yeah, you're 10 feet. You've now backed up 10 feet from the thunderclap. Go ahead, Admirable.
Okay. Hold on. Okay. Is there anything in the arena that's kind of loose, like a fat rock?
Okay, so a few things. You're in what seems to be a coliseum, but you also know this is a courtyard, so nothing you see around you may be what it is. So you can take a chance if you see a rock and hope that it's not like part of the illusion.
What if the courtyard was the illusion? Ooh.
Yeah, that's a maybe it is.
I
As
just
of
writing
now.
stuff down.
Write that down. Write that down.
So what do you want to do? You can.
But
want-
so do I see a rock? Like a 2-3 pound rock?
There's a call. Yeah, you see a rock.
Okay, I'm gonna take a chance and cast
Okay.
catapult at
Okay.
a level 2.
Okay. First, roll to see if the rock is real. Roll a
Okay.
d20.
Oh god, I hope this rock is real. It's a 4.
Oh my god. The rock isn't real. I'm sorry.
So,
So you you grab at the rock, and it's not a rock.
so do I
so
use a spell slot still?
You haven't used your spell slot. You've only reached for something. So it's your like
Okay.
moving action, right?
Okay.
So, but yeah. So I wanted you to see if it was a rock first before
So
you
the
cast
rock is not
anything.
real. Can I still cast something else?
Yeah, you haven't cast anything yet, so you can cast something.
Okay. So instead of rock, I'm gonna cast.
Paper.
Remember, you have your new wand too. Not to influence your decision, but your
Okay.
parents are looking at you nervously.
I'm gonna cast ice knife at a 2nd level.
Okay, what does that do?
So I create a shard of ice and fling it at a creature within range. I make a ranged spell attack against the target. On hit, the target takes 1d10 piercing damage. Hit or miss, the shard then explodes. The target and each creature within 5 feet must succeed on a dex saving throw or take 2d6 cold damage.
Okay, go ahead.
Oh, and at a
Go.
higher level, the cold damage increases by 1d6. So I'm taking it at a 2nd level. Roll to
Ooh,
hit.
okay.
So what do I roll, or?
Nothing yet. Well, I guess
Okay.
you can roll a dex saving throw because you still have to do it.
Okay.
Yeah.
I rolled a 5. So
Hey, I rolled a fucking. What was that? I rolled a 3 on Dex. So.
okay, cool. So you take 3d6 cold damage.
Ooh!
Okay, good rolls. Good rolls, good rolls. 3 6s. 3 6s. Come on, angel numbers.
Bro, get the fuck out of here!
Okay, a 1, a 4, and a 5.
That's 10.
Okay, 10, yeah. Okay.
Oh,
And
but his HP was lower than mine. He is at 20, right?
Yeah, so now I'm at 10 too.
Oh, period.
So,
yeah,
yeah.
no, I didn't say that. No, I didn't say that. Okay. Admirable goes.
Does anyone bark, or do you guys
Oh,
want
I'm
to
not
keep going?
barking.
Or...
No,
Oh,
I was
no,
saying,
I'm barking.
You
I
said
didn't
you're
bark.
going
Did
to
I
keep
bark?
going.
No, yeah,
No, you didn't.
I just said, I was saying, Admirable goes, hope I don't bruise you too much, and then I cast Ice Knife, and it misses, but the shards still do some damage.
So, are you guys going to keep fighting then, now that you are... Up to you. I mean,
They're gonna keep going.
you guys
They're
are
gonna
showing
keep
off.
What happens if we die?
We die.
Don't die. Don't die.
Don't die.
Yeah.
I don't want to die,
we
but
can
I don't
find
want
It's
out.
for up to
I don't
your
wanna
your
not
character
play.
to determine whether
Yeah,
or not
yeah.
like
What would
you can
what
keep
would
going.
your character do?
What's your H, bro? Because I
This
got
is-
another.
You don't know each
I
other's
got,
HP. You can't
all I'm
corroborate
saying
Yeah,
is I
yeah,
got
yeah.
another
anymore.
thunder wave on deck, bro.
This is
That's all I'm trying
this
to say.
this is chicken right now. This is chicken.
Yeah, someone's gotta say it. Remember?
I don't want to die.
If you don't want to die, then you can just say it.
Okay, I'm gonna keep going.
Oh shit!
All right, does Shamus have mercy or not? Let's see.
Fuck! God damn it! Fuck! God damn it, Carla!
It really do be a one shot, huh?
This is so
My parents
spicy.
my parents watch me die in the Coliseum.
Oh!
I look to my parents and I'm like,
Alright, give me a sec, I need to
They're
figure out
like
what the
nodding.
I need to figure out what
Like,
the fuck I'm
yeah.
gonna do.
Yeah, take your time. I'll plan the funeral while you guys are doing that. Not in my plan script.
I turn over to Serenity and I go, boys.
I know. I mean, nothing. And Ulgor is like on the side, next to us. Oh yeah, Ulgor is clearly not joining. He's not a student, so he's down here.
Like while this is all taking place and the battle is happening in front of us, Genevieve asked Serenity, what was being a paladin like?
I don't know. I mean, I guess you just grow up like that. My God has always just been in my life, and my parents have just always expected me to keep being a paladin. I guess I just haven't I don't know how to explain it. It's just been my life. If you have like a more specific question, feel free to ask.
What
But,
was what was the name of your deity?
oh, hold on. I wrote this down.
Oh, you're fine.
Her deity is dot 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 more.
Okay.
I think I
All
wrote
right. I know what I'm gonna do.
And I say, and then the fight pauses as
mhm.
they continue to fight.
Yeah.
Mhm. All right, go ahead.
So I'm gonna cast Sleep at a level 2.
Oh.
Okay.
So this spell sends creatures into a magical slumber. Roll 5d8. The total number is how many hit points of creatures the spell can affect. Creatures within 20 feet of a point you choose within a range are affected in ascending order of their current hit points, ignoring unconscious creatures. Starting with the creature that has the lowest current hit points, each creature affected by the spell falls unconscious until the spell ends, and the sleeper takes or if I damage them, or some uses an action to shake or slap them.
Alright.
Okay. Yeah, so, and if you cast using a second slot, I add 2d8, so that's 5, 6, 7, d8.
And so, do I just do a dex saving throw or what?
I think it's just
He just
if I have
rolls it.
enough d8 to put you sleep. So, do I roll? Yeah, I roll that.
Mhm.
So
68? You're gonna roll
it's-
68.
No, he's
it's
going
seven-
78.
it's
You're gonna roll
78.
78.
That's okay. That's a
try-
7.
To try to beat what?
Your HP.
My
If it-
current HP?
Yeah.
I can't take any risks, bro. That's a 7, a 2,
You know what?
a
At
2,
least I'm not dead.
a 1, a 2, a 2, a 1, a 7. Okay, it's more. Do I keep rolling?
Well, no, yeah, that's.
That's it.
Yeah.
I'm asleep.
Okay. Yep. And you're asleep. And
My
the
parents
per-
look proud.
no, your parents are kind of disappointed, but you're asleep, so you don't know that. And they magic themselves on the stage. They pick you up, and they wake you up and pour a healing potion in your mouth, and you're fully restored. All your spell slots have magically also been restored. And Carsus Carsus, dressed as the Roman emperor that is atop the stage, goes, and here we have Shamus, the victor. And and then the Coliseum goes, yeah.
Yeah, I don't look too happy about it, but it's
I'm
like, okay,
pretty
Yeah.
thanks.
happy, but I still reach out my hand like good fight.
I go up and I shake your hand.
Yeah, and
And
they
I
say,
turn away from my parents in disappointment.
mhm.
And I'm thinking I
And-
should have just died. I'm just kidding.
No,
Oh
and
my
but
God.
when your parents see that you're awake, they say you did a really good job. But you know that like before that, while you were sleeping, they were kind of disappointed. But they didn't say that to you. And then what happened is so then the professors give Shamus a similar potion, and he is fully restored, and your spell slots as well. So basically, like a long rest in a bottle.
Learn how to make that.
The opposite of 5-hour energy.
This is like 24-hour energy, bro.
24-hour sleep.
So much stronger. Yeah. And it hits different. And then, and then you guys head to the back of the stage. You guys can like kind of chat on your way there if you want. Do you want to? Or are you guys just like mad at each other?
No, you
I'm
did
a good sport.
You did really good out there too.
You know,
I'm not a
didn't
fan of
expect
this,
you to
by the way.
sleep me. I did not expect that. I thought you were gonna cast. I was gonna cast the spell that I knew wouldn't kill you.
I admire your
cantrip.
determination. I think if I was feeling not so hot, I would have tapped out way sooner than you did. So you definitely have a lot more determination than I do.
I'm just imagining Admirable just like having planned to like actually throw another like pair of like ice daggers
No,
at you.
I don't want to kill him. I was gonna cast something that could only cast 8 damage. I knew he had 10, so I couldn't
Okay.
kill him with that.
Hey,
Worst case,
that's
I did it on
metagaming. 8 what? 8 what?
All right, says Miss. Okay, once you hit
10
10
HP.
HP, yeah.
Hey, I need to
Literally
know,
2
I didn't want
seconds.
you
I have
guys
to run downstairs, grab some water to toss on this plant, and wait for it to go through it. I'll be right back. Like 2 seconds.
Okay. Yeah, I didn't want to kill you guys. Which is why I knew I needed some sort of limit, but it was hard to be like, do you look sick?
Appreciate
yeah,
you not wanting to kill us. But I think if we hit 0, we don't die. We just like pass out, right? And then you have to do saving throws until the battle ends.
I mean,
Yeah,
typically,
but you know, as a teacher, it felt wrong to have you do it until you passed out. However, you passed out anyways.
I didn't pass out. I was put asleep. Those are
Yeah,
admirable words.
Didn't even have to be here to know that was a pun.
No, like those are his words.
Oh, my bad. Yeah, so I guess I did have to be there.
Okay.
He's
Well,
like, I didn't pass
anyways,
out, Mom. I got put to sleep.
he's just like, yeah, I'm glad you got some sleep. You haven't gotten a lot of sleep these past few days. And she's like, clearly kind of like, okay, just trying to be nice. And then,
Thanks, Mom.
and she taps you on the shoulder. She says, nice try. Maybe next time. And then, and then Serenity and Genevieve kind of, Serenity's looking at you, Genevieve, and she's just like, fair game, good luck.
good luck.
And she like goes shake your hand, and you guys head to the stage. And with that, roll initiative.
8.
Hold on. And oh god, I need to sneeze. Excuse me, sorry. Oh, sick. I got a nat 20.
Oh my god.
Oh my gosh.
Serenity's got everything
Spicy.
against
DM's trying
you,
to
I
provide the
guess.
hands. Jeez.
And Serenity, like as she said before, is just trying to have a fair fight, and
Dude,
she's not gonna hold
do be
back.
having the hands.
And but that being said, she doesn't feel good about attacking living creatures. And she tries charm person.
That's what I was gonna do.
Okay, so yeah, you attempt to charm a humanoid you can see within range. It must make a wisdom saving throw, and does so with advantage if you or your companions are fighting it. Which I guess, does that count, Lauren? So I am like fighting you, right?
Yeah.
So, okay, and yeah, and then it's a wisdom 12. So go ahead.
Nat 20, so a 23.
Holy shit. Okay. Yeah, so Serenity like bats her eyelashes, and she's just like, you know, I really don't want to fight you. Like, I don't feel like you really need to fight. And clearly you're unamused. So how do you react to her trying to like playsate you?
I kind of like kneel down to the ground and I put my hand on the ground and I cast Entangle.
Okay. Okay.
So that's
Do I roll?
So grasping weeds and vines start to sprout out from the ground in a 20-foot square around her. For the duration, these plants turn the ground into difficult terrain. And then she needs to succeed on a strength saving throw or be restrained until the spell ends. Which is for a minute.
So strength, and what does it need to be when I roll strength?
13.
Oh shoot. Okay, yeah. So she is fully restrained.
Okay. And then I'm gonna use the rest of my turn to take my my walking speed away from her.
Well, yeah. Okay, so Serenity is like, you know, this is. I got myself in kind of a pickle here. And she's just like kind of flabbergasted. Okay, yeah, cool. And So is that end your turn?
Yeah, I cast Entangle, then I walked away.
Okay, cool.
Not walked away, but like
And
put some distance between us.
Nonchalant.
Sweet. Well, she casts hideous laughter, and she tells you a joke, and she's like, you know, okay, yeah, just imagine she says a joke. I don't have one off the top of my head.
Yeah, I totally feel it.
Okay, yeah, so she tells you a joke, ha ha ha, and you have to do a wisdom 12.
11. Oh wait, plus my modifiers is 14.
Whoa.
I'm sorry.
And for some reason, you don't find her funny. Maybe it's because she didn't say a joke. Maybe I should have said a joke. But she goes, I guess it's worth a try. Because she's not like that excited to like attack you, but as long as she's showing that she has like spells up her sleeve, she's perfectly fine. Entangled. And how long does she stay entangled for, he said?
It's a minute, but every turn she gets to... Oh, she has to use... If she wants to get out, she has to use her action to try to beat the spell save DC again.
Oh, okay, well, I already used my turn this time, so I'll just leave it and I'll do it next time. So, yeah, and then she just kind of, like, tries to wiggle her way out a little bit, but to no avail. And, yeah, what do you do next?
I'm going to take another 30 feet to put some more distance, so now we're at least, like, 60 feet away from each other.
Oh my gosh. Okay.
And then I'm going to sit down and, like, close my eyes and pretend I'm in the forest at night. And I cast Moonbeam. And...
Oh.
Whoa, that's a strong spell.
Bro, just flashbacks to
said
previous
60
kids,
Literally,
us, like,
literally.
melting bodies into like nothing with Moonbeam.
Like that spell literally obliterated.
I know, like flashbacks to a past life, dude.
Silvery beam of pale light shines down in a 5-foot radius. It's 40 feet high, and it just envelops Serenity. She has to beat a Con 13 or take 2d10 radiant damage.
Con 13. Oh god, she has. Oh, that's gonna suck. Yeah. Okay, so she didn't. So how much damage did you do?
Let's see. 2d10.
My only good roll was initiative.
11 radiant.
Okay, cool. And she's not looking so good. She looks like she's like starting to sweat. And can you describe how the moonbeam hit her? Like what that hit looked like?
It just like even though it's daytime, right?
Mm-hmm.
So even though it's daytime, you see like this silvery beam just kind of like shine down and like just envelop her as she's like tangled in the vines, and yeah, it just takes like radiant damage. I don't want to say like her flesh is burning or anything like that, but yeah, she's experiencing some discomfort.
All right, sweet. So she is unable to move, but entangle. So like they're made out of plants, right? So the moonbeam would also technically, I'm guessing, like burn away whatever plants were there. Or does it have like a specific? Can you moonbeam a target, or did you specify that, or is there like a radius?
It just says when a creature enters the spell's area for the first time on a turn or starts its turn there, it's engulfed in ghostly flames, causing searing pain. Oh my god. Sorry, Serenity. And must make a Constitution saving throw. It doesn't say anything about like terrain or anything like that, but
Wait,
like
the moonbeam stays there, right?
Kinda, yeah.
And she's
How long does it
entangled.
last for?
Oh,
Yeah.
So both of those, both Entangle and Moonbeam are concentrations. So once I do Moonbeam, Entangle lets up.
Okay.
So,
Okay, that makes more sense. Okay. So, yeah, so Serenity was briefly entangled right before the moonbeam hit her. She wasn't able to escape it, and now she's there on the floor like this, and it's just like with the fire still kind of burning on.
That's a pretty damning
Burning
flavor
on
text,
her.
my guy.
Searing pain. Yeah.
So
that was-
anyways, your target wishes they were dead. I wouldn't cast this on my worst enemy, but I mean, I guess it's up to you.
Yeah, You said I'm not playing games. Like, we're friends, fair game.
Yeah, you can see
And-
Genevieve's demeanor go from a little bit more serious during the battle.
All right. And what Genevieve does next is
Serenity?
she. Oh, yeah, sorry. What Serenity does next is she does Misty Step and tries to get a little closer to you because you're way too far. And so, yeah. She's briefly surrounded by silvery mist, and she gets 30 feet closer to you.
Okay.
And then she goes, "Come on, why don't you come over here?" And she's like still kind of on fire. She's a little mad, but she's like she's still pretty kind, so she's not gonna do it.
She's pretty calm about it, all things considered.
Yeah. But she's clearly not looking good, and yeah. I'll just say that she's not looking good.
So she's just 30 feet closer?
That's it. That's like all she could really do with you 60 feet away.
Oh, she has movement as well.
Oh yeah, you're right. How far can a character move?
It says their speed.
DM helping a DM.
Yeah.
It's their speed
Up
above
to
their
how many
armor
feet?
class. So right on their armor class, the speed is right above it.
Oh, okay, yeah. So at this point, she takes that movement speed, and now she is next to you. She's like, "Hi."
Oh, that's creepy.
And yeah, so yeah, I mean, she took her Misty Step, so now all she can do is be nearish you, and she's like behind you, I guess, just because she can,
Oh my god.
even though she ran behind you.
Okay.
Yeah. So what are you gonna do?
Well, I was sitting down, so like sensing she's behind me, saying hi, like I get up really quick, and then I run away, and then as I'm running away, I direct the moonbeam to like shift to her position again.
No. Okay, cool. Do it.
So she has to do con 13 again.
Oh god. Okay, she doesn't make it, so do it.
Wait, what do you mean she doesn't make it?
Oh, she doesn't make the Constitution.
Oh my god, okay.
Wow, I can't believe you cast Moonbeam again. You just met
15?
this girl. Oh yeah, so she is passed out. She is fully passed out. She is like, and everyone in the stands is like, "Oh, that's a little much.
Oh,
Whoa,
no.
I don't know.
I
You're
turn to
just a little
Shamus and I'm like,
overboard."
dang.
The professors are like running to her, and they're like, "Oh my gosh,
Oh my-
my gosh, we're gonna start a war. Is she okay?
Oh
Is she
no!
okay?"
She's from the other
Oh my
country!
God, I know,
She's
I
from the
know.
other country!
Noble.
And she's just
okay,
like,
then
the
I'm gonna
professors
run
are
up.
treating her.
Like,
You
I'm
just
gonna
fucked
snap.
up the Russian foreign exchange student.
No. I'm gonna run up. Like, I'm gonna snap out of it, run up, and then I'll cast Cure Wounds on her.
Yeah, okay, yeah, and her lion is like slowly disappearing.
Oh my god.
Oh my god! I'm actually
Oh my
killing her. Yeah,
God.
cure wounds, as many as she needs.
Okay, what's Cure Wounds do?
Lay hands and
How many?
1d8 plus 3, so I'll roll that for you. 9 for the first one. She need more.
Alright. Yeah, so hold on. So she has to roll. You know what? She just. Yeah. How do I say she's back to life now? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. How many?
I gave her 9.
9. Sweet. Okay, yeah. So she is. Yep. So she is like looking a little better. There's some color in her face. The professors look less worried. Her lion has a little more substance, although it's like more transparent, like your familiars were earlier, and not as like opaque as
God.
they once was. Everyone is kind of still shaking their head at you.
Serenity, I'm
Oh,
so
come
sorry.
on.
I don't know what happened back there.
And and she's like, it's nothing. I know you didn't mean it. It's cool. I'm okay. Don't worry about it. And they give her a potion, and now that she's able to actually swallow the potion, she takes it, long rest in a bottle, and she's perfectly fine. And she's just like, and you guys walk over to the side together, I guess, and she's just like, yeah, it's really no big deal. And then Ulgor comes over, and he's like, with big steps, and he's like running over to her, and he's like, I knew we shouldn't have left Delphi. What did I tell you? Wizards are all the same. And she's like getting cussed out by him, and now I'm assuming you feel bad.
I feel really bad.
How are you feeling?
Yeah.
And she's like, no, just Ulgor, just please, I'll learn here. I'll be better. Don't worry about it. Like, I don't have to go back yet. I'm good. And then yeah. And with that, Carsus goes clap clap, and the Colosseum has disappeared, and you're back in the courtyard. You realize he's floating in the air somehow, or jumping really fast. You're not really quite sure. It's a blur, but he's where that like Roman emperor once was, and he is like, yeah. So good fights, guys. We have decided that is plenty for one day. I think we have fully assessed everyone's capabilities at this point. Genevieve the victor, Shamus the victor. You are both invited to dinner with me personally, and also you guys. And Harold's like, damn it, I'm so jealous. And the moon's scimitar, the moon touch scimitar. You may decide who it goes to between the two of you. We want to teach collaboration as well as fighting, so here you go. And he kind of gives it to you guys.
Genevieve is like incredibly guilty, and she says, "Please, you can have it."
I think for a second they say fine by me.
Okay, cool. And Carsus brings us back, and he explains there's no need for anyone to feel guilty. This is something, knowing your strengths and your weaknesses is part of growing as a wizard, and being humble and knowing where you are is the first step in growth.
Also,
So
as
whether
Mark just
you
said,
are the
we can do like a every other week type of thing.
yeah, okay, and Carsus keeps going, and he says,
Sorry.
I'm proud of all of you today, and whether you won or lost, I think that it says a lot that you were willing to test yourselves. So, with that, he pats you on the back and he says, "Welcome to Dogwarts, everyone." And then, okay, sick. And then after that, Harold is like, "Okay, hey guys, good fight over there." And Althea's like, "Hey, and she's like, I want to show you around. I was planning to show you guys your room. You guys are all gonna be living together, so hope you guys aren't too mad at each other." And yeah, and and Harold goes on to explain that doors pop up when you wish for a room to appear. The doors will come to you, and he's like, yeah, you're never really late for classes as long as you can get out of bed. The door just pops up. Not sure how it works. Carsus probably gets it. Only happens at Dogwarts. But yeah. And so you guys are just walking through the courtyard, and boom, door. And he's like, all right, so this is, and like, he opens the door, and he's like, okay, so this is the botanical garden. And then he opens another door, and he's like, this is our home farm, where we grow all of the food that we eat and or make spells with. And yeah, of course. Sorry, he doesn't say yeah. He goes, yeah.
Yes, indeed.
Yeah, duh. Why wouldn't we? And then he opens another door, and he's like, these are the classrooms. These are what all the classrooms look like. It's a small 10 people max size classroom. All the learning rooms are collaborative, so there's no desks here, just like tabletops where your materials will be supplied when you need them. And you can assume most of the projects look like they're going to be paired. So, yeah, fun times. And then he goes, and Alfira goes, "Is there anything else you guys want to see? There's a lot around here, but there's so many rooms, it's hard to keep track. I just kind of wanted to give you guys the basics."
Is there a library?
Yeah. And she brings you to the library by opening another door. The library is the biggest library you've ever seen. Oops, sorry. It's the biggest library you have ever seen. And the shelves are lined with books and scrolls, and and in the very back there's a librarian going shh. And
Can we check out scrolls? Can we check out scrolls? Shh.
And she goes, so the way that it works is it actually depends on your level. So depending on how you did on your placement exam, you'll be receiving your wizarding license. So, levels will be corresponded to scrolls. Exceptions do occur. People with higher levels can, show you their scrolls, but it depends. It's hard to learn a scroll that fast, so it depends how generous they are, really. Yeah. These are the couches. This is where I usually hang out. Me and Harold, of course. And yeah, and they have they have a good like coffee place like right next door. You don't need another door to enter it. It's just there.
Why of course?
Why of course what? Why do I hang out with Harold?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, well, we're best friends. Duh.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Okay. And then he goes, and he goes, and yeah, and then he's like, okay, if you guys are done here, I'll show you guys to your bedroom. And okay, oh, sorry, I needed blank space. Oh yeah, this is what Dogwarts looks like, by the way. I forgot to say that earlier.
Oh wow.
Wow.
My bad.
Wow.
Okay.
So you went through the forest, and then you went up through
Are we the only
Dude,
students? Because
here.
if so, the staff to student ratio is fucking nutty.
No, you're just this year's entering class. So
Oh,
like,
got you.
yeah. So it's small classes. Only the best.
To be
wizards at
fair, if
Dogwarts.
students stay there for 300 years,
Oh yeah, for sure. Yeah.
Mhm.
I guess it makes sense that you
Yeah.
have to have pretty small class
For
sizes
sure.
each year.
Actually, yeah, that makes a lot of sense.
All the dropouts, this is where they live on the town, preceding the.
So the
Is that
town
a
is
joke? I don't know.
populated by dropouts.
No, that was a joke.
Oh, okay.
I mean,
okay.
maybe you'll have to ask around.
Okay.
But yeah, and then so your bedroom shows up. Door. Hold on, I wrote some stuff. Okay, eventually, yeah, the door pops up and he shows you all your rooms. It's a simple room with 4 beds, paintings of scenes from wizard lore. They seem to move harmlessly. The deer in one painting stopping to drink water in a pond. Let's slip in a donkey walks into the scene, and finally a silver fox, and they take their place at the top in the centerpiece of the painting, and stay there, where they seem to be immovable. The light floods the room. There's a bathroom in the corner, of course, with another door, or what you assume to be a bathroom. And he leaves you guys to your own devices. What do you do, and where does everyone set up shop? Who sits next to who?
Before Harold leaves, I ask him, do the girls stay with the boys?
Yeah, is that a problem?
No, I just never shared a room with a boy before.
Well, princess, if you need specific accommodations, I can talk to Carsus.
No need. It's fine.
And sorry. And Alfira goes, it's really not that bad. everyone's really nice here, and if the boys are ever bothering you, just let me know. I have a few tricks up my sleeve too.
Okay.
And also, like, yeah, if you need anything, literally the door will open if you need me. Just call my name. Be right here. Set some ground rules while you're at it. The bathroom is clearly a common space, so yeah, take care of it.
I'm sorry, did you
Any
say your name?
damages will come out of you.
Did you say your name was Alfira or Alfira?
Alfira.
Alfira.
Yeah.
Okay.
hmm
Thank you, Alfira.
Yeah, but yeah, of course. Yeah, and welcome to Dogwarts. I'm sorry that the sparring was so rough. There's just really no other way to really place people.
I'm like
So,
kind of embarrassed about that.
No, don't be. And Serenity goes, hey, you know what? That was really impressive. You gotta show me how to do that sometime. And next time, you're not gonna get the best of me. I should have gone harder. If we had weapons, it would be over for you.
I'm sure.
And she nudged you on the shoulder. It's fine. And she's like clearly wants to forget about it too. And she goes, yeah. And also, Ulgor won't be staying here. He's gonna be somewhere else. I don't really know where, but and like he's like, I'll be outside the door. And yeah. So where do you guys set up shop? What do you guys want to talk about?
You meet a Carla.
Corner.
Hmm?
Dibs on right corner.
Right corner. Okay.
Can I get by a window?
Yeah. This is the window. Oh, sorry. This is the window. So which one do you want?
Left one is fine.
Okay. And then Serenity goes, which bed do you want, Shamus?
I'm not too picky. I don't plan on spending too much time here.
Just a couple hundred years in my head. Okay, cool. And then she's like, well, all right. Well, if you really don't mind, I think I would prefer to stay by the window. And Serenity takes the window, and yeah, and then you would take this one next to the door. And yeah, okay, sick. And then is there anything else you guys want to talk about while you're in the room?
Admirable is sweating at the thought of rooming with girls. He's dead silent in the corner. Mind you, this is a 14-year-old boy.
Mm.
Puberty's hitting, so
Yeah.
he's got the sweats, and he's silent. No words.
And Shamus, what about you?
I'm chilling. I'm itching to get to the library as soon as possible.
Okay. And Genevieve, you?
Oh, I'm just looking forward to visiting the garden sometime.
Okay.
I'll ask
And-
Serenity what is she gonna do?
Oh, and Serenity goes, I actually wanted to show you guys town, if you guys weren't too tired. I know you guys said you might be interested, so maybe we can stop by, buy some stuff. I know that 10 pounds is not really a great weight limit, on everything, so.
Oh yes,
Yeah.
I'd love to go shop.
Me too.
Yeah.
Okay.
Alright, sick. And you guys find yourself in town with the dropout. And okay, so where do you guys wanna go? I'll describe first. Just outside this castle is a bustling city. The streets are filled with wizards and people of all shapes, sizes, races, and colors. It's a mecca for wizards all over the world. Kids play in the street and bards play songs to their muses. Yeah.
Shoot, I didn't even think about did I set up how much money I have?
So you're broke?
I definitely don't have a lot of money.
You got two noble friends with you right now, so maybe if you're real nice.
I got mommy and daddy's money, but you also
Yeah.
knocked me out in the arena, so I don't know. I'm pretty happy.
Oh, yeah?
I'm just kidding. No hard feelings from Admirable.
I mean, I guess you are 14, so there's maturing to be done, you know.
Okay.
Seamus,
Cool.
if you
So-
want, I can spot you.
All right, let's go around us and see what they have at the stores.
Okay, yeah. Okay, so the first store you see is a it's a restaurant and presumably also a bar.
Well, we have a literal child with us, but
We're all
They-
children.
I mean, it's hard to tell how old a wizard is. Immortality spells, disguise spells. We don't enforce that. We just
Wait, are we
assume
all-
that you're old enough.
yeah, so we're not even all the same age, right? I have not even thought about how old my character is.
It looks older than Admirable.
Yeah, I'm feeling a good like 19 to,
Okay.
19 to 22, somewhere in between there.
They serve some apple juice probably.
19 to 22.
Somewhere in that range, bro.
I don't think we should be going into the bar, guys.
There's a somebody goes, there's a restaurant section. They have some really good food.
Okay. Okay.
Okay. Do you guys does Admirable? Okay, it's like flabbergasted. Okay, and what do you guys do, Genevieve and Shamus? Do you want to head in for food first, or?
Yeah, we can eat before shopping.
Are you guys like, I'm hungry after all that fighting,
Yeah, I could eat.
Yeah, and suddenly your familiars appear too, and they
Do
like
these things
kind of
eat?
excited.
Yeehaw.
You can try to feed them if you want.
Do they talk?
You'll have to see. No, not that you know,
Oh, okay.
but you don't. I mean, like you just met them, so.
Oh, okay.
Well,
Who
I was
knows?
asking. Wait, I'm asking
Oh,
Serenity.
it's like me.
do they
It's like
eat?
me getting Stella to talk.
Yeah, you can make voices for him if you want.
Oh, I just meant like something
Why,
for her,
thank
and
you.
I'll be like, just talk, I, like won't tell anyone. Just talk, just say it, say something.
Yeah.
That's me to my donkey.
Yeah, the donkey's just like chewing on what is non-existent hay, pretending to eat. Okay, yeah, and you walk inside. There's a group of women at one table, drunk people debating on another table. Looks like soldiers at another table, and in the very back there's a blackboard with what appears to be some wizards writing on the blackboard, and finally the waitress, and then a bar in the very, very back. A waitress comes up to you and she says, "Are you looking for a seat?"
Yeah, for 4, please.
Yeah, for 4, yeah.
And she goes, "Honey," and then whoever Honey is magics up some chairs and a table for you guys, and you guys are seated, and she leads you guys to that table. So now that you're at the table, she goes, is there anything you want to eat? We got pebble soup. That's our classic here, actually. The pebble tastes like anything you want. So you just tell it what you want it to taste like, basically, and it makes it taste like that. That's we also have barbecue lizard skewers. Yeah,
I'll take
and
both.
some drinks, of course. I assume you're not old enough. You'll take both? Okay. That will be 10 copper and 2 silver. Is that the conversion rate? I forgot.
Oh
10
wait,
copper and 2 silver.
how do you
Wait,
guys?
what's the conversion rate again?
What did
from
you
copper
guys
to
do for
silver?
starting money? Like, how do you guys figure that out? By the way.
I did wealthy, or I did noble, because my parents have been teaching at the school. So
Mhm.
I just gave myself 10 GP solid because that's what it said. I think that's a good allowance. Is that too much?
Yeah, I mean,
I don't
whatever.
know how that-
Fine, your
how
parents
that
work at the
works.
school.
I know the answer.
Yeah, I'll
to
just-
this question. It's 10 copper to a silver, 10 silver to a gold.
Okay.
Oh, okay. So yeah, it's 3 silver pieces actually.
3 silver pieces in general. Okay, got it.
Yeah,
Okay.
so it's 1 silver piece for
Got
the lizard skewers, and 2 for the pebble soup. You're kind of in a city, so it's like it's more expensive.
Mm-hmm.
Bustling
Oh, that's great. I
economy,
put down
minimum wage.
3 copper pieces, and I say, give me a glass of water too. Pretty
Yeah, of course.
please.
On the house, the water's on the house, and
I'll
then
take the
anything
water.
for you.
And then I say, wouldn't the water be in the glass?
But
Serenity goes, that's pretty funny. You're funny, Admirable.
Thank you.
Uh,
I don't remember telling you. Oh, Serenity said it. Yeah. Okay, I thought you said the waitress. I don't remember telling you my name. I'm clever.
damn, first session.
I thought it was the
second me pulling that
waitress.
shit on her.
oh my. Okay,
Alright, to be
okay.
fair, I was doing that shit too.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm just laughing nervously.
And she goes, "Are you sure you just want water? Yeah,
Oh,
we
yeah.
have like juice and
I think water
Stuff.
will tide me over for now.
Water.
okay. And you?" And she points to you, Genevieve.
Oh, I'll have a pebble soup and whatever my friend would like, and I point to Serenity.
And she's like, "That's really nice of you. How about we just share the lizard skewers, and I'll buy you one next time, and we can just keep it like that."
Okay, and then I drop like a gold piece.
Oh, sick. Okay, and yeah, and the waitress happily takes it, and she's like, "I'll be right back." And she's like clearly excited that she saw a gold piece, so she just grabs all the money, and then she's like, she runs, and she comes back.
Yeah, my eyebrows
And-
definitely raise at the 1 gold piece, as that's my current net worth. I'm,
Yeah.
you know.
If what lines up with your backstory, Kyle? Because if you want, you can have like a starting of like 3 silver pieces, and you can like ask to work somewhere in the city. if you
Yeah,
want.
yeah, I'm not even joking. I was about to ask if they're hiring at the tavern. So, like I said, parents are wealthy, but they're very much a you gotta work for everything you get type of folks.
Mm.
So, yeah, no, I get, what is it? I have 1 gold piece. That's what they sent me to school with. So do with that information what you will.
She
yeah.
goes, "Have you thought of investing in real estate? The economy is booming." The waitress.
What can you get with 1 gold piece?
Oh.
Anyways, you know, it seems like business is really booming for you guys. You know, looks like you'd use a friendly hand to help out around here. You know.
Yeah, she clearly feels
Is
bad that she
business booming?
asked. Yeah, business is booming.
Okay.
It's a pretty
A lot
crowded.
of dropouts.
Oh my god.
Yeah, I mean, there's a lot of people at at all those tables that I listed earlier, so it seems like it's doing pretty well. It's like a college town pub, I would assume. And yeah, and she clearly feels bad that she asked if you invest and found out you only have 1 gold coin. So hence she says, yeah, and yeah, but I'll get you an application, and just for applying, we give everyone who applies like 2 silver pieces. So yeah.
Is it obvious that that's not what they do?
Yeah, it's
So-
obvious. It's
My
very obvious.
situation is so sad. Oh my god.
But she feels really bad, and so she gives you those 2 silver pieces, and she's like, "But that's just like a deposit. You can come back and work double as hard as what we expect by giving you a little something. Don't worry about it."
That's
And yeah,
good to know.
she hands you. She has the application in her apron pocket, and she hands it to you. And yeah, and then like and your food is all there, so you can taste it and explore with the pebble soup and decide what you guys want the soup to taste like. What does the soup taste like? What did you tell it to taste like? Your favorite foods.
I'm gonna make it taste like ice cream.
Oh.
I just soup.
Wait, ice cream
Because-
basically is soup. Have you guys
Yeah.
never? Yeah, come on.
It tastes like ice cream with a bunch of cherries on top and sprinkles.
Oh, good.
I dig
Because
it. I dig
my
it.
parents don't let me eat sweets, and also, I'm sure there's no freezers in the D&D world, so ice cream is probably rare.
It doesn't
Okay.
take the appearance, right? It just tastes like it.
Yeah, it just tastes like it.
It just tastes like it. Yeah, it's literally, it looks like a rock in like water, but it tastes like melted ice cream.
Oh, I'm gonna eat my barbecue skewers first. My lizard skewers first,
Okay. Yeah.
and then
And
my ice cream.
were you gonna try eating your familiar? Did you name your familiar also? Did you guys name your familiars?
We did not.
Oh, I
I'm just
haven't
gonna
yet.
name him Donkey Man. No, that's a Carla name. I'm gonna name him.
That's okay. That's okay, dude. Carlo's playing, you know.
I'm gonna name him.
It's
I gotta
Carla
think about
playing
it.
Admirable, playing Carla. There's no rush. You don't have to name it yet. But
Yeah, I gotta
you-
think of a name.
yeah. Okay. And yeah, what about the rest of you? What does the food taste like? / anything you guys want to talk about?
My water tastes refreshing.
Do you want a barbecue
She threw
skewer?
it.
Oh yeah, you can have a skewer. You can have a lizard skewer.
Oh, are you sure?
Yeah.
Of course.
There's,
I
Well,
don't want to
Okay,
spoil
yeah,
my
I
dessert.
definitely take one.
there's 3 skewers, with 1 lizard each.
Okay,
on
give
each
him
plate.
2 because I want to eat my dessert.
Oh, thanks.
No
Yeah.
problem.
I'm a little embarrassed by this, but I definitely appreciate it.
And Serenity picks up one of the lizard skewers and she goes, "Cheers with you, Genevieve."
Cheers.
And then she tastes one like, this one's my favorite.
So,
And
Serenity, why? Wait, does Genevieve know the general history of the area, or like why Alexandria is tense with Delphi?
Like, yeah. That's a good question. Like, how well known is this news? Is this like, yeah, like everybody?
you can
knows.
ask. Everyone should know. But
Okay.
in context of this, you should probably ask Serenity.
Okay, so our characters wouldn't have any knowledge of this.
You
Like-
would have like a general understanding that like things have been like,
Like, if I asked a
Tense.
waitress right now, they would know.
yeah. But like,
Gotcha.
I want you guys to ask someone.
Explore it.
Just-
Yeah.
So, do you ask?
Yeah.
Or
No.
am I still?
Serenity, things are pretty tough between Delphi and Alexandria. Why come to Alexandria at a time where things are so shaky?
It's the most important time to come to Alexandria. I mean, there's so much unknown between both of them and so many misunderstandings that someone like Carsus said, like, as a wizard, I want to know the truth and I want to make my own decisions. And I hope that one day it isn't so tense. I think that we can both coexist. Magic and religion don't have to be 2 separate things. They shouldn't always be fighting each other like this. And that's just my personal belief. And Olgor is like 10 feet away. This whole time he's been trailing you guys. And he's like, whatever. And yeah. And
What-
she goes,
What did you
oh, and
say,
also, go ahead.
what did you say your deity was again?
Oh, yeah. So her deity is, so my family has always served Mistra. We have like a divine connection to her. Yeah.
Okay.
Through a mouthful of food, I say, you know, all I've ever known is magic, but that sounds pretty cool.
Thank you for also doing the chewing sounds. I appreciate it. Inspiration for you.
I'm definitely thanks, bro. I'm definitely enjoying my my 2 free skewers. Digging in, dude.
Okay, sweet. And she's like, yeah, it's definitely hard to balance the 2. Sometimes it just feels like they can't coexist. But I'm really hoping that here at Dogwarts that it'll be different. But yeah. What about you guys? Where are you guys from? Why are you guys here at Dogwarts? Why do you even want to come?
I speak up through soup slurps. I just want to make my parents proud. I don't know if you saw them. They're the two wizards that woke me up. They've been working here for generations. You know, my parents worked here, taught here. My grandparents taught here. So I just kind of want to go follow in their footsteps, make them happy.
Yeah, my parents would have loved if I stayed there, but I wish I was more like you. They've never really been that happy that I wanted to be a wizard. And she eats a little slower. She puts the skewer down.
Aw.
She's a little sad. But it's whatever. I'm here now. And then she goes to Genevieve, what about you?
She's Genevieve is like in the middle of taking a sip of her soup, which tastes like bisque that her maid
Ooh.
that her maid made or would make, and it like
Her maid me.
it reminds her of home, and it's her like favorite dish that her maid makes. And she goes, I actually didn't want to come to Dogwarts. It's my parents' wishes that I attend the school and succeed.
Why didn't you want
Why
to come?
wouldn't you want to come to Dogwarts?
I don't know. My mother impresses upon me our lineage and the like mage excellence, and I've never felt comfortable with some of those ideas.
And Serenity puts a hand on your back and rubs it, and then like takes her other hand and puts it on top of yours, and she's like, I understand. It's not easy to live up to parents' expectations. And if you ever need to start to, I'm here. And I may not know your situation completely, but I can relate. And yeah. Okay, so with that, seems like the pebble has now disappeared, and you are now drinking what is the remnants of whatever soup you had, and it kind of tastes kind of faintly like whatever you wanted it to taste like, just much more diluted.
Mm-hmm.
And are you guys gonna talk to anyone in this bar?
Who else was there? You said there's a group of drunk people, some soldiers. Who else?
Ooh.
Yeah, so there's a group of drunk people, a group of soldiers, a group of, dare I say, nerds, and a group of women.
Ah, fellow scholars.
What are you guys doing in the bar?
You both go to the nerds.
And they're kind of ignoring you guys, and they're like writing down this like really long equation on the board, and they're like, no, it's one, carry the one, no, divide it, no, it's toad's toe, and they're like debating like furiously about like the right ingredients to a spell, and yeah, they didn't notice you guys at all.
So I know the answer to the question that they're working on.
Yeah, sure. Roll the d20, or actually no. Roll. Let me choose an actual thing. Roll intelligence.
She's gonna beautiful mind it. Just walk up and write the answer.
She draws like Spider-Man.
15.
All right, yeah, sure. You know the answer, and they're working on a teleportation spell. So
I'm gonna walk up to them and say, "Hey guys, I see you guys are struggling here. You guys need a little help?"
And you're writing as you're talking, so it's like extra impressive for some reason. And they're like, "What the hell? My chalk!"
Yeah, I'm like, see, all you have to do for this teleportation spell is ignore the fact that it's Toad's toes and instead look past it and just teleport.
Okay, and for some reason that makes sense.
Dude.
You mean we had to actually just
Yeah.
teleport? Whoa.
Yeah.
Alright, I pull out a notebook and I'm definitely looking at it and jotting that down and crossing out the toad part.
Yeah, and they're like, Where do you go to school?
We all go to Dogwarts. Right there.
And they're all in shock. And they're like, "Oh wow! I've never actually met someone from Dogwarts. That's crazy!" And they're like shaking your hands furiously and like trying to absorb seemingly like trying to absorb the knowledge from the handshake itself.
I look very visibly disappointed, as I was hoping that they could teach us some stuff. Yeah.
No, they didn't even
First
know
of
the
all,
code,
why aren't you
so-
happy that I could teach you some stuff?
I don't know.
Wait, what?
Because he beat
what
you up
school-
earlier.
What school do you all attend?
Oh, there's a community college like down the street.
Mm.
Yeah. One day, one of the mentors will pick me up, and I'll end up at Dogwarts too. So, might see you there.
I might.
Yeah, I believe in you guys.
Thanks. We don't hear that a lot.
Oh
Oh,
no! Come on!
Oh,
God damn it.
And with that,
Admirable
yeah,
gonna
they
start
can tell.
sobbing.
They can tell they made it kind of awkward, so they just like take the chalk and they're like, "Yeah, one step at a time," and they keep rattling on the board, trying to figure out the next problem. Yeah. You guys talk to anyone else?
I think
That was my turn.
as I look at the drunk people and sort of eavesdrop on their conversation.
Oh yeah, and they are talking about whether gods are even real or not, and they're like, "Yeah, what the fuck? Like, what the fuck? How does Delphi even like turn on lights? Not magic?
All right.
Gods? Like they're gods that turn on lights?
He's like,
Okay, yeah.
I've heard enough of this.
Yeah,
they
I'm
can't do
good.
that kind of themselves."
Yeah, no, I'm okay. I think I'm good in the restaurant bar area.
That's definitely a freshman discussion on religion.
Okay, yeah, cool. So that leaves 2 more tables, soldiers and a group of women.
I'm gonna. I personally don't want to talk to the soldiers, considering the conflict going on in our current company. Doesn't seem like
Yeah.
a good idea to get those hot takes right now. But I don't know. What do you guys want to do? I think I'm good.
I kind of like
You guys can leave the bar.
I kind of like stoop to my knee and then put my hand on the floor to try to get my fox to like climb up on my shoulders.
Mm-hmm. And it does.
Oh, okay.
Your fox, like light as air, like nothing seems to happen. It seems to like acknowledge that you're beckoning it, and has that connection with you, and it gets on your shoulders, wraps around, and you're wearing a nice silver fox scarf.
Ooh, I like this. I actually like this.
Big.
Shall we go shopping?
Okay.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Sick.
Wait, is it cool if I grab water IRL?
Oh
Yeah.
yeah. Go ahead. And I will use the potty. Excuse me.
We
So
did
bad.
Genevieve get a potion after the or like get healed after the battle?
Did she even
Oh
take
yeah, she
damage?
should have. Sorry, did I forget?
Yeah.
Yeah, if you didn't already, take it.
Okay.
I was distracted by Serenity dying. That was so fun. I think everyone turned that spar into. I was not expecting any of that. Hello.
Remember Lawrence's character almost killed someone?
Oh my.
Yeah, a literal angel. He killed almost a literal angel. He's so nice.
I cause a war between the two countries.
That was so funny.
Single-handedly.
Oopsie doopsies.
How do you spell Delphi?
Delphi.
Oh, I got it right.
Okay. Are you guys ready for the rest of town?
Yeah.
Born ready.
Cool. So, along the way, there is what seems to be a clothing store. You can tell by the windows. There's a grocery store. There's multiple stands selling various trinkets. The city is quite busy, and like peddlers of all sorts. You also see an adventuring store, and you also see, lastly, a wizarding store. Where do you go?
You guys want to check out the wizarding store?
Seeing as we're wizards, I think that's a good idea. I had to hold myself back because I know a lot of times I can get overexcited. So that sounds like
Cool.
a great idea.
So yeah, you're right here for no reason other than the fact that I just want to circle something. Yeah, and the wizarding store is called Magic Ado About Nothing. And
What?
it's a reference to
pun.
Much Ado About Nothing. Yeah. Anyways.
Instead of much, you substitute magic because they both start with M. Yep.
Yeah. Anyways, Lawrence. I mean, since Genevieve laughed, she gets an inspiration point, and I can do that because I'm DM.
No, she's right. She's right.
Yeah. Checks out, dude.
Okay, and
Oh,
yeah. So do you guys go in? You're outside the store now. You've walked to this tower I've circled. And okay, so yeah, you guys are in, and a wizard wearing a hat much like mine is sitting at the front desk, looking like a very, very stereotypical wizard. There's stars on his hat. Yep, and he's holding a wand with a star too, and he's like, woo! And then he's like, here for all your wizarding needs. And then he says, licenses, please.
Oh.
Oh.
Okay.
Do we
yeah,
have
so
wizarding licenses?
no, you guys are gonna get them at school, like Carson said. You did your placement exam. So, and then he's like, well, this is awkward.
Is the wizard's appearance offensive?
Is it? Are you offended?
I'm questioning it because it seems pretty stereotypical.
He's giving the non-wizard some fan service. He's not actually a wizard himself. He just like
so it is offensive.
sells the wares. Maybe.
So it's
Is
appropriation.
cosplay offensive?
We got carded by someone who doesn't know magic.
That's like a 16-year-old carding you at a liquor store.
True.
Yeah. Yep, but it is what it is. Magic ado about nothing. So I guess sorry. So I can't actually sell you guys any magic items. The way that this store works is actually you tell me what you need, and I will bring it out to you. So if you also have no idea what you need and no licenses, then I'll be this in.
Do you have any non-magical capes?
No, the clothing store down the street might have some. I only sell magical items. The only non-magical cape I have is the one I'm wearing. So.
Do you have a magical cape?
Yeah, but not for you. Without a license.
All right. Well, thanks anyways. And I walk out.
Okay, cool. And then he's like, all right, see you later.
That kind of sucks.
He says that.
Blowing some like glitter.
He said boop.
Abracadabra.
I'm definitely offended, by the way.
Can I pull out my wand?
Leviosa.
Can I pull out my pyrotechnic wand and like shoot it somewhere inside?
You don't want to burn this bridge, but yeah, you already did. So yeah.
It's harmless. It's harmless.
Is it?
Is it like
read the flavor text again.
Okay.
Is it like prestidigitation?
Yeah, you just harmless burst of multicolored light at a point you can see up to 60 feet away.
And okay, cool. Yeah, so it's harmless, and someone from the back steps out, who actually looks like a wizard.
Oh.
And he's like, enough of that, and then it instantly disappears. And he closes the curtains again, and you guys are kicked out. And he says, "You're not welcome here."
Oh, well, they can't kick me out because I already left, first of all.
But yeah, I was already outside.
That's my fault.
They
guys.
know your faces now.
I'm sorry.
Maybe
maybe...
he's specifying only Genevieve, so you guys are chill. It's just
okay.
you.
So
you don't need to feel guilty.
In the future, I'll be asking you guys to buy me stuff from the
it's like
store.
a liquor store.
I'd be happy to help you for a fee.
That
He starts a side business.
That shouldn't be an issue.
Yeah, that girl's rich.
Nice.
So, yeah, great.
You found your job.
Uber Eats for wizards.
Yeah, I mean, I wouldn't stop you from starting a business like that. That's all I'm saying. But okay, so you're outside the store, and even though that guy was kind of grumpy, the wizard is still like, "See you later." So you hear like thinking maybe he's just a friend, but yeah, okay, cool.
His son born without powers.
Remember Franck? Past life, Franck. From the forest. Anyways, so yeah. So where do you guys want to go next? There's some peddlers who's selling some stuff.
What about the
there's still
trinkets?
the adventuring store. Oh yeah, there's some trinkets. I can. Yeah. So.
What's the name of the trinket store?
There's no trinket store. It's just peddlers on the street.
Oh, okay.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Hold on, give me 1 second.
Yeah, no worries.
To where did I put it? Oh yeah. Here we go. Is this it? Yeah. Okay. So
That hat is killing me, Aina.
Also, the fact that it keeps on phasing in and out of existence makes. Wait, is it a Zoom add-on or is it a real hat?
Oh, it's a real hat.
Okay, because it looks like it's like, like the face tracking, like, funny mustache shirt, because it keeps on popping in and out of like.
Yeah, perfect.
Good effect.
That was what I was going for. And I'm so sorry, Lawrence. DM talk. What was the website again to generate like items?
Okay, I'll send it to you.
Hey, no worries. You're way more embarrassed than tripping about it. Don't even worry about it.
I'm just gonna start off with there's some rope. There's some.
No, not rope.
The classic. You can never go wrong.
Yeah, it's rope with like I don't know, obsidian tied to it, like a gem. Like think like UCI, those that one stand that had necklaces with gems on it. It's like assortment of gems.
Oh.
And yep. And hold on. How do you even use this? But yeah. And hold on.
That's so funny. I bought those at UCI.
You put a number. You put a number on each of those lines, or you click on suggestions, and then at the bottom you hit generate.
Oh, this is so cool.
Or you can just click on one of the presets on the right, and then it'll do it for you. And then you hit generate.
Oh. Okay. Sweet. Okay, cool. So there is a dagger, a hide, some longsword, a hand axe of warning, instrument of the bards, a plate armor of resistance.
Oh my god! Selling these on the street. Do you think,
yeah.
Genevieve's asking, do you guys think they allow weapons in the school?
That's a definite no.
And actually, Serenity goes, awkward. If they don't, it's a little too late. And I'm pretty sure it's fine. I mean, they want you to be ready for anything.
I did bring 2 daggers into the school.
That's alright. I brought
And
a
she-
dagger too as one of my pen
Oh my
pads.
gosh, guys!
You never know when
Hey,
you gotta
actually, I think I
stabby.
have a dagger.
Yeah,
too.
yeah, alright, alright.
You're
Yeah,
smuggling
Serenity
a
pulls
dagger.
out her sun blade.
You pull it.
Oh my god.
Okay,
A
let me get rid of
sunblade.
Fucking
my.
paladin
No,
weapons.
I'm actually gonna
Like,
get rid of my dagger because you're right. I don't know if.
I'm not getting rid of mine.
You selling it to the peddler? The peddler goes, "This is a pretty nice dagger."
Wait, can I ask? Can I ask DM? Are weapons allowed at the school?
Serenity just said like she's had hers. That's all I'll say. I won't say if it's allowed or not.
Can
DM
I
answer.
roll to remember?
Yeah,
Oh.
sure. You can roll. I don't know, perception.
Nat 20, baby.
Hey.
Oh yeah. You remember that school doesn't mind, but that you must report any weapons you have to the office.
Okay. I said, I'm like, guys, I just remembered. School doesn't mind. You have to report them. So.
Oh, thank goodness. Okay.
Yeah. So
How much is that obsidian on a string?
string?
Something from a past life brings me to this. This crystal calls to me.
Yeah. So it cost you, and he looks at you and he's like, 1 gold piece.
Sold.
Oh, he was expecting. He really upcharged you, and he was expecting you to go lower, but he takes it. Cool, 1 gold piece. And yeah, there are a few gems hanging in the necklace peddler store,
This rock
and
calls to me.
there's a quartz, an amber, a citrine, and a celestite. Serenity goes, I want that one. And she subconsciously picks out the celestite. And she goes, I'm giving you 5 silver pieces for this. And he takes it. And he's like, okay.
What the
She just named her price.
Yeah.
Oh wow.
It's clearly not worth 1 gold piece.
Admirable is upset, but he's not gonna make a big deal out of it.
He's upset that he followed the rules.
Yeah, exactly.
Is there a necklace that'll complement my fox?
Yeah. Let me pull something out from the back. And he pulls out a way nicer looking necklace that has looks like to be a gold necklace with an actual clasp, but it could almost be used as a collar with how many gems are on it, and a ruby in the very center
Oh my
of
god.
the necklace. Yeah, and he's like, I've been saving this one, and he's like looking you up and down. And he's like, he knows the price of like what you're wearing right now.
How much?
And he's
How much
like,
is it?
he's like, yeah. So these crystals are actually quartz, so they're not as fancy as you may be used to. But the ruby is a true blood ruby. It is 35 gold pieces.
Oh
Oh
my
my
god.
gosh.
You can come back if you don't have enough right now.
Let's see. Yeah, I might come back for that.
Okay, sweet. And anything for you?
I think I'm okay. Thank you, though.
Okay. And yeah, anything else you guys want to buy from any of the peddlers? Anything you guys are looking for?
Nothing in particular. Shopping with my eyes.
All right.
That's
is there
led by a...
is there a clothing store, like a fashionable clothing store?
Oh yeah. There's a couple clothing stores, some with like more common clothing. Imagine okay, yeah. There's a Forever 300, and there's
Oh my
a-
god.
Way!
God damn it.
No fucking way.
There's
I'll,
a Turban Wizard.
I'll go to Forever 300 and see if they have like a cute oversized like moon sweater.
Yeah,
No-
yeah.
No fucking way. This
Yeah.
is great. This is truly great.
Yeah, after you get into Forever 300, someone is like, "Hey, may I help you?"
Do you guys have an oversized? Sorry, I'm switching into net accents. An
Okay.
oversized or anything moon themed.
Yeah, we do. We actually make clothing with magic, so we have everything you could ever want for the low price of child laborers. So
Oh, oh my god.
So it's cheap, right?
it's cheap. It's real cheap.
How much is
And
it?
Guys, I think this is my kind of store.
Ew.
yeah, and yeah, so like you can yeah, so you said you wanted a sweater. Are you looking for a crew neck or are you looking for like a sweater with a cardigan or
No, kind
and
of
what kind of moons?
like a scoop neck sweater, just any kind of moons on it. I'll leave it up to
Any kind of moon.
the child's choice.
All right, and before I go back there to have it made, anything for the rest of you? It's only 2 copper pieces per item. It's buy two get one.
Wow.
Admirable, like, morally cannot shop here. He just steps out.
Oh, wow. Well, you know what? Oh, yeah. All right.
Is it?
Beggars can't be choosers. Let's-
Holy shit.
When Admirable walks out, Genevieve feels guilty, and then she's like, maybe one of the other stores. What do you think, Shamus?
I think beggars can't be choosers.
He's about to go ham. He's about to get designer clothing.
Yeah,
Um,
yeah, get what you want. Non-medical
I
clothing
like how
items.
like the worker's kind of shitty too, but like
Admirable
Not
does not
really.
judge you either. He just can't shop there himself.
Yeah,
Right.
and
I'm like,
Serenity is.
don't worry
Well-
about it, guys. I just can't be here, but you guys have fun.
I can only shop here, so I think that.
And that's okay.
Two
Hey,
for
you know
one
what?
is a
We just try to
steal.
be accommodating for everyone.
All right, I'm gonna get a couple of.
one is steal.
I'm gonna get a couple of like, I don't know. Button ups. Wait, what do you got?
Yeah, anything. You literally specify it. We got it.
What were they wearing at the restaurant?
Yeah, they were wearing.
Most of I've been there.
Yeah, so it was like.
it was the drunk people, the women, the soldiers, and then the nerds is all that's
No.
left.
I mean the servers.
Oh, you mean the?
Oh.
I mean the servers.
You're trying to blend in.
For the interview, bro. I
he's
guess
buying his.
Okay.
I gotta
he's
secure
buying
that
his
job,
uniform.
right?
Yeah, so you can. Yeah, so they were just wearing like regular jeans, a button-up T-shirt. The woman specifically was wearing a red button-up T-shirt, and an apron around her.
All right,
with
I'll
the-
get
the
a.
waist.
Jeez, all right, I'll get a hoodie, and then a wool button up, and then some pants.
You?
All right, so that'll be 4 copper,
Okay, there
right?
you go. There we go. I can hear you. Okay. Wait. So sorry. Say it again. I couldn't hear you for some reason.
Can I get a wool button up, a hoodie, and some pants?
A wool button-up, a hoodie, and some pants. Yeah, sure. Do you need underwear or?
Oh
just
yeah,
gonna wear
let's get a couple of those. I mean, I came with underwear,
socks?
but
Did you? I don't know. But, yeah, okay. Cool. And the worker goes, "Yeah, okay, whatever you need. Here for you. Any specific design on any of those things?"
no, just black on the wool shirt, and
Okay.
yeah, let's do a I don't know, dark blue on the hoodie, like a navy blue on the hoodie.
Okay, sick. So your color scheme kind of looks like.
You're literally designing
And-
this
Yeah,
right now.
this
You are
is
the child
awesome, by the
laborer.
way.
Oh, you're right. You're right. I am the child laborer. Bring
Oh,
it here.
Oh fucking way! This is so great. This is like full immersion.
This
I hate
is
it
where the
here.
child labor. The worker goes back, and she's like, "All right, guys, you know the drill." And she lists it off, and
Oh,
she's like,
no.
"Okay, we need this, this, and this. Moon sweater as well."
Wait, no, I didn't order that. I didn't order that because I felt bad.
You didn't? Okay. And she goes, "1 moon sweater." And yeah, and then she starts, and the kids start designing for you, and
Wait.
they're like, okay, cool.
Wait, these
Wonderful.
kids might be 300 years old. Like they might
Exactly.
be, that have
Yeah,
aged
so
themselves down.
I can do the
But-
mental gymnastics to justify 4 copper piece clothes. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, they
Yeah.
both be here. These would be these are ex-convict children. This is to keep them off the street.
Oh,
Tell them
no.
what you want, and so the worker comes back, and she's like, "Yeah, we just don't have small enough fingers, so we have to
my
source them out."
Oh no.
Oh my god.
I hate this, by the way.
The stitching is all fucked up.
This is so funny. I'll ask the girl. Are there any other clothing stores that are pretty cheap but don't exploit children?
Yeah, there's M and M, the
M&M.
magic and mistresses.
Mystery.
Not mistresses.
No, I like magic and mistresses.
It sounds.
Who makes
sounds
the clothes
sexy.
at magic and mistresses?
It sounds really sexy.
Yeah, there's.
It sounds
yeah,
like a really shitty
the
and
lingerie
seedy Vegas
store.
club. That's the vibe that I get from magic and mistresses.
Yeah, there's another store. Let's see. Let me pull it off the top of my head. There's a channel.
Just channel.
Is there a Victoria's classified information?
No, that's ridiculous. Why would you have a store like that?
God.
Who's Victoria?
But if you want to
Yeah.
go to Vivi's Secrets, it's right down the.
Yeah, I mean, I can't name all the stores. I'm sure there's a directory somewhere in the street, but
Do they have a
Yeah.
JC Money around here?
no.
JC
They-
Copperpiece?
They do have.
That's good. That's good, Carla.
They have a TJ minimum, where you set your own prices. Pretty
Wow.
useful.
These shops are so
Um,
reasonable.
That's what
Yeah.
it is, fuck. What the fuck?
Yeah. This is your sweater now,
That's super fucking cute.
and it comes with a little star brooch because they fucked up on the stitching and they
Had to
didn't
cover it up.
want her to know. Yeah, so this is your little brooch. Yeah. Sweet. And with that, this is kind of what I was imagining. The hoodie goes underneath the wool, and it's like a two-piece thing, and like, yeah.
That's
Oh, very
pretty
nice. I'm
fuck.
sure to secure any job with these clothes. Thank
Mhm.
you so much.
Dress to impress, my dude. Dress to
Yep,
impress.
yep.
Dress for the job
And-
you want, not the job you have.
And that's gonna be 4 copper pieces for the whole outfit. And for you,
There you go.
the kids already made the sweater, and we just need to get stuff out there.
I mean,
So
since it's already made, do you guys
Yeah.
offer change for a gold piece?
yeah. We actually have a lot of we do, and she hands you whatever the difference is, but in copper pieces.
Oh,
That sucks.
So is it worth it? Up
yeah,
to you.
it's worth it.
I mean,
Wait.
it's just numbers on a screen, you know. like-
But I'm
That's
carrying,
sweet. in your
carrying,
pocket.
I'm carrying like 99 copper pieces now.
Yeah.
I mean, I guess it's handy to
Uh,
have, just to throw at people.
Spare change. Yeah.
I
yeah,
didn't say
so
this.
sick.
I said this, not Genevieve.
Okay. Yeah. Now you get it. You get why I say shit like that. Yeah. Okay, cool. And you guys can feel free to go into a store. A different store if you guys want. But yeah, I'm assuming you guys pay me. She hands you the clothing. You notice the stitching is a little fucked up. There's a little blood on that sweater. It's clearly someone pricked
This will
their
come in handy for
finger.
potions.
Wait, my sweater?
Children's blood.
Your sweater. There's like someone pricked their finger trying to put the brooch on. It's not like a lot of blood. It's
I
just
can wash
like
it out. It's okay.
yeah, it's like on the white part where the moon was. So you're like, oh man. But yeah, okay, cool. And anything else before you guys want to head back in, or did you want to? Yeah.
I'm okay.
Yeah. Okay. And Serenity goes, "That was fun, guys. There's always a lot to do in the city. You guys want it? You guys don't need any like adventuring supplies or whatnot? Nah, we're gonna be at school anyways. Doesn't matter." And she's like, "Do you want to go back now?"
Yeah.
Yeah, I think I actually, you know what, let's stop at the adventuring store real quick.
All right. Cool. And you do so, and some guy is wearing hiking boots, cargo pants, and what seems to be Patagonia, but not.
Mhm.
And and he has a full beard, and he's like, "What can I do you for, guys and gals?"
Do you have any rope?
I sure do got some rope. You want 30 feet of rope, 10 feet of rope? Are you going spelunking? Are you going up to the mountain, to the river?
I'll take 30 feet of rope, thanks.
Sick. And he hands you 30 feet of rope. That's gonna be for
Wait,
you.
30 feet? Isn't a standard rope like 50 feet long?
Is it? No, this guy cuts his rope.
Oh.
It's for a different thing.
It's budget rope.
Write an asterisk on it.
Wholesale
Yeah, you
rope.
can buy this. Yeah. You want wholesale? We got 120 feet of rope.
Oh my god.
Yeah, you guys are in a city.
How much for the 120 feet of rope?
That's gonna cost you 2 silver pieces.
I will take 120 feet of rope.
Holy shit.
All right.
That's actually a
And-
steal.
That's a really good steal.
Yeah, he
wholesale.
just had a lot.
It's wholesale
Yeah,
prices,
it's wholesale. Yeah, and also, yeah, you have to carry that shit. So keep in mind that this is an incline, and at this point, the adventuring store is right here.
Of course.
Let me see how heavy 120 feet of rope would be.
What's the name of the store?
Oh yeah, it's called Avalanches Unlimited.
Okay.
I should really be taking notes of the bullshit I'm coming up
Wait.
with.
Yeah, I could carry 20 pounds. It's about 25 pounds. That's like 2
Yeah.
fellas. I could carry that.
The incline is like 80 degrees.
Oh my 80-degree incline? Like this?
It is what
Yes.
it is. It's a magic city.
You actually need the rope to get back home. That's why.
Literally.
We actually just rolled down here.
I know, okay, you're right. That doesn't make sense. It's a 60-degree incline.
Dude, that's still fun.
It is what it is. It's a
It
steep
is what it is,
city.
bro. It is what it is.
Don't
Um,
trip.
Wait,
Someone
It's
falls
alright.
from the very
It's
top
alright.
of the hill.
Do the magic doors?
CS kids didn't have to take geometry, so it's okay.
Do the magic doors only work within the school limits? Because I'm about to open myself
Yeah.
a door home.
Yeah. No, they only work on school. Only in Dogwarts, Carsus said. So yeah, you got that 20-pound rope on you. So if you do have 120, if the standard is whatever, just sorry, how much is the standard rope actually?
50.
50?
50, and it's 10 pounds.
Okay, yeah. So you get actually it's not 120. If you're okay with it, it's 100, and then just
That's fine.
put in your inventory 2 ropes. That way you don't have to like
Mhm.
keep track of it.
Sounds good.
And we'll just say they're knotted together or something.
Mhm.
Wholesale.
Also, you can rename items too.
It's okay. I just want to keep some consistency, so we can just keep it that way.
Is
but-
it hempen or silk?
Hempen. This is an adventuring store. The dancing store is down the street. But yeah, okay, cool. Oh my gosh. Give me 1 second.
That shit's fucking heavy.
Okay, cool.
14-year-old kid.
Yeah.
I like wrap it around my body, so like how it's like shoulder around my shoulder, and like carry the rope home.
Okay, yeah. And Serenity leads you guys home. And yeah, you guys get comfy in your beds. And hold on. Let me double check where your beds are, which are right here. And yeah, and you guys get down in bed. Is there anything you want to do before bed?
I
Um,
put on my new hoodie and my new shirt and sort of check them out.
Yep, and you're super comfy.
Oh,
It is
nice.
made, you would never guess that it was made by child laborers. And
That's what makes it so great. Wow.
I just want to say I'm really glad that we're all here. I had a really fun day with you guys. And I'm glad you guys didn't get beer. That was making me really anxious.
and
I'm glad we're here
Ser-
too.
yeah, Serenity is also really happy, and she's like, "Yeah, I've never really had friends before like you guys." And yeah, thanks
Is
for today.
the moon out? Or I just look out the window and see what the view is like.
The lone wolf. Okay, cool. Yeah, and the moon is full outside, and you're feeling good. Or it's almost full.
Mm-hmm.
It's like, it's not full. It's not the actual full moon, but it's like almost.
What is?
And
What's the
Go ahead.
what's the view like outside towards like the ground? Like what do we see?
it
You don't have to. I mean, you
what
don't
the
have to draw it.
what does the ground look like?
Like, do I see more school ground? Is this a window that faces towards the city? Is it like outside
Oh
the walls
yeah,
of the
yeah.
school?
So the window faces outside the city. So if this was a city, hold on. If this is a city and this is Dogwarts, your room would be like maybe like somewhere here, and it's facing this way. So like you'd see outside. So past the cliff, you'd see like some sort of foggy, distant land and like some water. And then in another direction, if you looked to the very side, you could see the forest.
Okay.
In this direction. Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. Yeah, and then you guys, after a busy day in town, you all settle down in bed. Yeah, and then you guys are all comfy, sleeping, but in the middle of the night, Admirable notices that Serenity gets out of bed and that she starts whispering to Ulgor outside the door. You can't really tell what's being said, but it doesn't sound good. And that's where it ends. The end. Dun,
What the
dun,
fuck?
dun.
That was. I'm mad because that's good. I'm mad because that's good.
Woo!
Good first session, Aina.
Yeah,
Mhm.
seriously, that was really good.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you.
That was really good. That was really fun.
Mm-hmm.
Good shit on the writing, my guy. It's obvious that lots of effort and planning went into it, and it shows.
I'm glad you guys liked it.
I loved it. It was great. And I'm
Oh, and
really
I still
sad
can't
that it
believe
ended
it
there,
ended
even though it's
there.
already 10 o'clock.
Wait, so what is our schedule like for? Are we doing every like once a month, or what did you guys want to do?
This is once a month.
Okay.
At the end of the last week of every month.
Okay. Cool.
That was pretty fun. Yeah, I need to take down some notes.
How do you feel? How do you feel like after DMing for the first time?
That was fun. That was actually really fun.
It was different.
Yeah, it's really different.
Mm-hmm.
You're
I don't know.
you're a really good storyteller.
Yeah.
Thank you. I tried. Now, but that was just the intro. That's like chapter 1 now. We haven't even gotten to the real story yet.
All right.
I'm
Wait.
excited.